Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of Curse of Strahd. Thanks for joining us. As you may notice, keep the new fit. It's great. Um, New overlay courtesy of our wonderful Matihi. It looks incredible. We're all very proud. None of the icons looked like a turkey at one point. Um, But we also have some new donation rules. You can look at the top left of the overlay for all of the dono rules. If you would like to donate, you can go to the About section of my Twitch profile, and there will be a button. You'll see that same sheet there. You just click on it, and you can make whatever donation you would like. But with that out of the way, thank you for being here. I, of course, am Emma, also known as Emma Panada. This is my channel. We do TTRPG things. We have a new campaign starting up on Sunday. That is going to be a Ravenloft game that I'm going to be running, and it's going to be real fun. Then, yeah, you can also find me on Twitter under the same handle if you want to see me shitpost. But, let's have other people introduce themselves. B.
Hi, I'm B. You can find me on Twitch and Instagram at bkake. I am a fantasy character artist. I do characters, fantasy
Yes.
characters. That's
Characters and fantasies.
B did
Yes.
all
Ooh.
of the player character arts. The Curse of Strahd art by Matihi's face was done by our friend Alorviel, also known as Effervescent. But B did everything else, and incredible. Go pay her money when her commissions are open. Soon. And next up, Stacy.
Hi, I'm Stacy. I have an Instagram that I go on sometimes. It's Couple of Chumps Cosplay. There's not a lot of cosplay on it.
Yeah. But there's some good looks, and if you go back far enough, there's a lot of some good cosplay. And next up, we have Monster Bait.
Hello, I am Monster X Bait on Twitter, Twitch sometimes, and occasionally TikTok, where you can catch me posting squirrels and cats and stuff.
Nice. That's the content I want to see. And lastly, but not leastly, we have the glorious, the illustrious Matihi.
Hi everyone, I'm Matihi, of course. You can find me here on Tuesdays, jamming Curse of Strahd. You can also find me tomorrow and every other Wednesday following, playing Rakaria, who is a druid tiefling over on Stella Luna's channel. We are playing the Wilds Beyond the Witchlight campaign, and it's a really good time so far. I'm having a lot of fun with it. Lost all my clothes last game, but I got them back. Kind of, not really, but I got my books, so that's important. You can also find me at Maddie Matihi on Instagram and Twitter. I post more things on Twitter, but that's still barely anything. And you can also find me occasionally on my Twitch at Matihi. That's also at Fridays at 7, which is my Discords, or our Discord server, Emma's and mine. And we play games and stuff like that, and we're doing a Oops All Strahds game on the 28th of November, holy crap. November, we're doing Oops All Strahds, and there's going to be a monthly Thirsty Sword Lesbian game starting in January, the second Thursday of every month, starting at about 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time approximately. So that's a come one, come all. It is very like queer friendly. It's completely queer game, run by me.
I thought
gay.
the Thirsty Sword Lesbians game was only for straights.
Oh God, no. I'm terrified of those. But yeah, come join if you'd like. We're accepting, like, you can have like the most experience or least experience, medium experience. It really doesn't matter. If you want to play a game where you smooch people and flirt and dance and occasionally fight, I guess, whatever. Come play. It'll be good. That's me.
Awesome. Well, with all that out of the way, if at any point you're feeling lost on what's happening, you can type !COS recap, and it will pull up a link to a recap document that I update throughout the episode. And it has the kind of events of the past episodes as well, in case you want to read up on that. But without further ado, Matihi, why don't you get us started?
Of course. So, I think we've got the music's all up. We're walking, and I need to put on some new music, which I just realized. I'll do this today. Though the days felt like ages, it was still mid-afternoon. You had all convinced a coven of hags to flee their windmill abode and venture deep into the forests of Barovia. One such hag was the lover our dear Ghislaine. The Goliath promised to help free Fern from whatever magic she was trapped by, to keep her bound to the other two hags. Sin had impersonated Lady Strahd for a third time, to the extreme displeasure of Irina. Alfie was turned into a toad and kissed back into personhood by either it was Sorana or Ghislaine who did this. Confirm with you players. I'm going to assume it's both of you. If you don't, it was Sorana.
Sorana.
All right, smooched Alfie back into being a people again. Inside the decrepit windmill, they had found two children, Myrtle and Freak, who had been taken from their families in the village of Barovia and brought here. Their nightmares were encapsulated inside a hand-sized vial, swirling with mist and terror. In the very top of the building, Sin found a large tome which seemed to contain writings from Strahd herself. Detailed in the pages were her deep love for a person named Tatiana, her hatred for her brother Sergei, and the terrible murder she committed in an effort to keep herself and Tatiana alive and together for eternity. The catalyst to Strahd's descent was found, as was an artifact mentioned by the illustrious Madame Eva. The party continued along a twisted and winding pathway that wormed its way through the trees and around the mountains, having a brief encounter with a pack of werewolves. They told the group that there were two factions, the Nightkin and the Children of Mother Night, the latter being a very volatile and violent group. Sorana was clued into a particular smell the Children of Mother Night carried upon them. After their encounter with the werewolves, the group continued on to the town of Valeki. This was to be the place that Irina and Ismark departed from them. There were a few things that felt off about the town. First and foremost being the wolves' heads on pikes that lined the roads leading up to the town. Second being the eerie streamers and decor that littered posts and signs and large lanterns that stood scattered and smattered around the town. This place had a different feeling than the village of Barovia. It almost seemed like someone was trying to bring some sort of joy and happiness to this mist-covered place. And as you, oops, that moment when I minimize everything, huzzah. You begin to travel. You've entered the gates of Aleki and begin to travel westward, you're told by the guards that were there that around the center of town, if you keep following straight through the road to the west, slightly heading north, you'll find a small, but relatively decent sized inn called the Blue Water Inn. And as you travel through these streets, you can see just the number of streamers and decorations that litter the town. You can see a few of the guards, some of them, one of them standing on another one's shoulders. And you can see that they're like climbing on top of the post, like trying to delatch these various streamers and such from their place. As you walk on by, some of the villagers, they seem to kind of very much avoid the guards and continue along their way. And you notice that this place is a lot more visually populated than the village of Barovia. You can see people out and about on their daily travels, going towards the market. You can see that there are a few people. There's like a cart being pulled by a horse throughout town. And as you continue along your way and you look to the south, to your left, you see that there looks to be almost like a small cul-de-sac that's there. And you see a number of, there's like a warehouse in the center, and it's surrounded by all these smaller sheds. And the one that sticks out to you, you see kind of in the far southeast corner, you see one that has a bunch of like it used to be very colorful, you can tell, but a lot of the paint has been stripped off, weather worn on the ages. But from here, you can't quite make out the sign. As you can continue along your way, getting closer and closer towards where you assume the inn is, you see down kind of to your southwest, you see that there's a path that leads to what looks like a town square, where it looks like streamers are being taken down and new garlands and decorations are being put up. A sign that's near you, that you can just peer and make out. It says, "Come one, come all to the greatest celebration of the year, the Wolf's Head Jamboree. Attendants and children required. Pikes will be provided. All will be well. Signed, the Baron." And this is what you see as you begin to travel through the misty village of Valaki. What would you like to do?
Is anyone else off put by children required? Or is that just me?
That is a bit strange, but at least we won't have to find somewhere to keep Jimothy.
Yay! You hear Jimothy from inside, like he's like sitting on the cart. People are giving you strange looks. You're a fairly large party. You've got 6 adults, and 3 children and a rat all traveling with you. It is quite the sight to see as you're pushing this cart along. People give you a very wide berth as you begin to make your way through the town. Guess
I am holding a chicken.
Oh yes, the chicken. Can you please tell us the chicken's name again?
Benifer.
Yes, Benifer. You feel like just this very, as you hold Benifer in your hands, you just hear the as you're like walking, you can see that the head is trying to like be stationary and stabilize itself as you walk.
I try to walk a little more peppy in my steppy just so I can see like the chicken head not move as I walk.
Just like grab the chicken.
I have my walking stick, so it's just I'm just footballing the chicken, honestly. Gently.
All right, you gently football the chicken. And as you're walking up, you see kind of further in the distance, for those of you who've got fairly good sight, you see that there seems to be 3 individuals, one who looks imposingly large. Their skin is this slight, almost bluish tinge to it. They have this top knot ponytail, and one of their arms looks grotesquely large. You're not sure what's going on with it, but it's just gigantic.
Which
and you
arm?
see it is their left arm.
Oh.
One arm wrestled.
You see them walk up with two guards, which look much smaller, kind of in their stead. And you see the large individual grab one of the signs and tear it down, and then take from the guards a new sign and slap it up onto the pole. And you can read, and you see that there is a new one that says, "Come one, come all, to the greatest celebration of the year, the festival of the blazing sun. Attendance and children required. Rain or shine, all will be well. Signed, the Baron." They start tearing down other signs and putting up new ones. But you
I guess they ran out of pikes.
Well, they
You
were
hear-
giving them all to the children.
Oh.
You hear someone who kind of is passing by, and they look to you, Serana, and they're like, "Actually, the other celebration was yesterday. This is a new one that's coming up."
No pikes in this one?
No, it's in about 3 days or so.
Are there any other sharp implements that are required?
Oh, not quite sure. I mean, the Baron's men would know the best about this one, but I'd say just keep your head down, and hopefully no other sharp instruments will be there. There's a lot of burning and twigs involved.
Speaking of sharp implements, do you happen to have a blacksmith around that sells swords?
The person seems a lot more hesitant to talk to you, Elaine.
I
They
go-
don't. They look up at you, and they look towards specifically Sin and Serana. They
When-
don't look comfortable with anybody else.
Do I see that? Like, can I kind of like
gauge?
into frame? Like, hey, do you know where there's a blacksmith around here?
Yeah, like they seem to shrink away from Ghislaine, and then you
I
peek
kind of
your
like
head in.
crouch slowly to be less menacing.
And you're like, "Oh, do you know where to get something?" They say, "Your friend's a bit imposing. There's a place not far from here." And they point back to the way that you came. They say it's some Erisec stockyard. They've got a bunch of things for sale. We don't really have a blacksmith, but they've got some pointy things, and usually it's stuff that's been. Actually, you know what? Have a good day. And they like continue along their way past you.
Bye.
Oh
I
boy.
didn't even get to shake his hand. There.
Benifer should probably just give like a kind of do a little squeeze to give just like a disgruntled little cluck.
And I just want to say thank you, Geek Dice, for the donation. We really appreciate
Yeah.
it. Thank you so much.
Oh, yeah.
All the players have advantage.
Please. So you can
Ooh.
decide when to use that even after a roll. I will say though, if you have disadvantage on a roll, you can choose to use your advantage to nullify it out so that you are just rolling flat. But you can use that even post roll if you'd like to. That is absolutely no problem. Yeah, you continue along your way, and do you want to turn around or do you want to continue on to the inn?
It was pretty late, right? We were
It's you feel as you're like walking, you start to feel that your stomachs start to rumble. Ghislaine, your stomach like rumbles, and it almost feels like the sound comes out of your mouth. It is just so loud. Irina and Ismark look to you, and Irina says, "You know, I think we should just maybe we can go to the blacksmith either tomorrow or." It's been a long day. My feet are, screaming.
Yeah, we've done a lot today. I'd just like to rest.
Right.
I look at
So-
our 2 new children and say, "When was the last time you ate anything?"
And they like look at each other. And they look up at you, and they're like, I don't really remember. I remember my mom got. I remember the nice smell of pie. It was really good.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I don't know if I ate any.
How
but
long were those kids
Um,
sleeping? I don't remember.
You have no
We
idea.
don't know.
Like, we don't.
Very
Yeah.
long time.
They could have just
Could've
not
been
eaten for like, I don't know,
long.
years. I don't know. Let's get
Alfie's
these-
gonna go. You guys want a beer?
No, like
And then Freak says, "Yeah, here."
No,
And Timothy
well-
says,
I don't.
That sounds nice. That sounds real nice.
The children
Jim-
get like apple juice or something.
Yeah.
Well,
They could go to sleep easier.
I'm sure
Or
they'll
root
be able to
beer, if
sleep
that's a
fine.
Bismarck
Yeah.
says, "I don't think we should give the children alcohol. It's a bad idea."
I don't think a couple of these kids are gonna be able to sleep very fine. It's okay. We'll figure it out. Like some, I think a nice, like a little grilled cheese sandwich or some little. I Benifer, I'm like some chicken nuggets or something.
I could go for some appy slices.
Marshall says, "Yeah, nuggets."
Not
Alright,
of cheese
well,
though.
Let's go to the tavern and
I'm gonna eat the
we can
chicken.
see what they have. I mean, some taverns just really have soup and bread.
Here is good soup.
Hey, maybe they'll have some cheese.
They could have cheese. That's true.
All right. So you begin to head a long way towards the Blue Water Inn. Give me one moment. So I do need to find your tokens. To
It's
bring
the
you down
Bull Water
there.
Inn.
Blue Water. Thank you.
The bouillon water.
Tasty.
You see, as you're kind of walking, you see that Irina looks down at you, Alfie, and says, it's kind of this is kind of the time that we're going to leave your company. I thank you and all of you, and they look around at the rest of you, for helping us get here.
It was our pleasure. Why don't you stay and have dinner with us at least?
Well, hey, that's the plan. I still have to pay you for doing all
Oh.
this.
I forgot we were being paid. To be honest.
You sure you don't want to stick around a little longer? Sounds like we've got a little bit more of adventure. I don't know about your brother.
Why don't you make me persuasion with disadvantage, please?
Or you could cancel it out.
Yeah, you cancel it out. You do have advantage. Funky guy.
My persuasion's really high.
Be rolling. Remember, 2 dice.
Oh
my God!
There you go.
Saw a bounce on that
You
one.
and your disadvantage.
So you see that Irina is in a bit of contemplation about this. Ismark puts his hands on their shoulder and says, if you want to spend more time with them, that's fine. I could get a room at the inn. Should be safe enough, and I could take care of the children.
I was actually going to suggest that if you folks are staying here, then
We'll take the children. That's fine.
Yeah.
And Myrtle and Freak seem to be a bit excited at that. They seem to get along with and seem to know Irina and Ismark, and seem to like them a lot. On the travel, they were, joking around and bantering, and especially Ismark seemed to have a really good connection with the kids. He was very sweet with them. very caring. And I have almost all of you. God, PC party train. There's just so many of you. Oh my god. Why does there have to be so
Is there a
many?
token for Benifer now?
I will make a token for
No!
Bennifer.
There's the chicken token.
No, Benifer's probably about to be eaten by Marshall.
Marshall's gonna get like one talon in his mouth, and that chicken's gonna kick him in the face.
This is gonna be dead.
Benifer
don't know
has
why
a
he wants-
strong attitude.
I don't know why he'd want to eat Benifer. It would be an epic mount.
That is true.
Get some
Mountain
chicken
Nut
armor,
chicken.
Oh.
Now-
some chicken barding.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how a fight between a chicken and a rat would go down, but chickens do eat mice. Mice are a lot smaller though, so who knows?
That beak is sharp as hell.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
what it is. It took me a hot second to realize how the heck this like tavern is laid out. Okay. We got it. We got there. It's fine. So as you begin to venture, continuing west, you see that gray smoke issues from a chimney of this large 2-story building with a stone foundation and sagging red tile roof, upon which you see several ravens are perched, pecking away. You see one kind of going inside, and underneath one of the tiles it seems to be slightly broken and askew. You see painted near the door is a wooden sign hanging above it depicting a blue waterfall.
Kiyora's gonna walk inside.
All right. Kiora, you begin to make your way inside. Ooh. Probably. Would you like the top-down map or no? Because it's just a lot of lighting stuff.
If it's dynamic lighting stuff, then
It's pretty dynamic.
Oh.
Yeah.
no.
Yeah, we'll have to figure that out in post how we're gonna do that, just because there is like a lot of dynamic lighting and it's like just in general. Anyway, so you walk into the Blue Water Tavern here. And as you enter, you see damp cloths hang from pegs in the entrance portcullis. The tavern is packed with tables and chairs with narrow paths meandering between them. A bar stretches along one wall under a balcony that can be reached by a wooden staircase that hugs the north wall. Another balcony overhangs the entrance to the east. All the windows are fitted with thick shutters and crossbars. Lanterns hang above the bar and rest on tables, bathing the room in a dull orange glow and casting long shadows upon the wall, most of which are adorned with wolf's heads mounted upon wooden plaques. As you enter, there are quite a few people that are inside the tavern itself. You see a number of what seem just to be kind of common folk. A lot of them don't look extremely happy. They just seem to be very almost downtrodden, kind of drinking away. You see that there's two individuals who are kind of at the center circular table. They seem to be kind of screwing around with each other, pushing each other back and forth, and in loud but hushed conversation. Near the north of the bar itself, you see that there's two individuals, one with like bald head, this scraggly long beard, and they seem to have a lot of like patches of different fur pelts on their shoulders, on their hips. And they're playing cards opposite another individual who has their bow slung over their seat. They've got kind of this little dirty goatee and brown hair that's combed over, and a coat with like thick fur, again, hand stitched into it. And there looks to be, and this maybe throws you a little, considering most of the people that you've seen here are human. You see what looks to be an elf sitting at the bar. You've only can see the back of their head, but it looks like their hair is sticking. It's like blondish hair sticking straight back in this point out back towards you. They wear this very lavish orange coat with a high necked collar, and they seemed also to don this small kind of very jaunty cap that they have, and they seem to be in a very lively conversation with the barkeeper, who is a woman with this a large kind of flourishing cowl. They've got looks like feathers stuck in their hair, and a beautiful kind of fitted blue dress on, and they have this gray streak in their hair. But that's what you see at the bar. I think I can probably bring them to the main page for you, so you see.
I would just like to say that this entire time since we've been here, I'm very uncomfortable. I don't think
Same.
It makes sense.
yeah, I really don't. I'm not digging it. I think I would try to act like I'm not uncomfortable, but
Okay. Give me, I guess, a deception check then,
I mean,
to see if your discomfort is clearly noticed.
Nice.
No.
2. You're very good at disguising how you feel currently.
I'm fine. Just kidding.
You're like, wow, look at that wolf.
Wow, look at that wolf. Its head came
Stuffed
clean
so
off.
well.
Jimothy
those
makes it
big
easy
teeth.
because he just points out a bunch of things and you talk to him about them.
It's true. Jimothy says,
Chair. You sit there.
and you see like there's a large round table, which seems to be right next to the two individuals who seem to be kind of loudly, but very intensely talking to one another. I'm gonna bring you back to the landing page just to make it easier. So these are the gruff gents who are sitting with each other playing cards, the two individuals who are scheming, and the barkeep and the half-elf.
So it does. It's got like a beak. His hair is a beak.
It's very beaky.
Kiora is going to walk up to the bar as I imagine everybody else is taking a seat.
I awkwardly put the chicken in my lap, I guess. Just
No,
like,
there's gotta be a chair for the chicken.
I kind of.
Do you have a chicken booster seat?
Yeah, is there a chicken high chair?
You look around, there's no Rooster Booster seats,
Rooster
unfortunately.
Booster?
I did not make this up. Someone else said this. I think it was Monster.
Oh my
Not
god.
me. Giving credit.
You know what?
Incredible.
No, the chicken gets a chair and Marshall gets set on the chicken. So now the chicken is the Rooster Booster.
All right. Also, as a heads up, because someone did, Yogoro did subscribe, I'm pretty sure that means there's some sort of chaos that happens. If you'd like to say in chat who it happens to, please let us know, and then we can roll it. This will be the first one.
Don't do it, Eric. Eric, don't.
As
The chicken.
As you're all sitting inside, where did they go?
100% Emma, he says.
Okay, Emma, can you roll me a d50, please?
Sure.
This is gonna be chaos because the first time that this is happening. This will be great. What'd you roll?
A 50.
Okay. Good to know.
I'm sure that's a good thing, right?
Oh yeah, that's great to know. Okay. Thank you. Nothing happens currently, but
I hate this.
something will. So as you walk in, you overhear, they're probably the loudest in the room. You do hear the two kind of individuals who are scheming with each other. They look very much alike, almost like twins, both having these like scraggly, like black beards with some flecks of gray in them. And you kind of overhear them talking, and you hear one says, "And you saw Bluto, right? You saw him walking up north. What did he
what did he got? What did he got? And the other one says, I don't know what he got. It was big. It was wrapped. It was wriggly. I don't know. Fucking ask someone else. They're like, well, should we go like see what it is? They're like, I just want a drink, mate. I just want a drink. What would y'all like to do? Go find that seat?
Yeah, Kiora's heading to the bar.
All right. You head to the bar, and as you approach, the bartender, she turns to kind of look and talk to you. And all of a sudden, you see a head pop up from behind the bar. It's a little round cherub-faced child. And they say, welcome to, and then another one comes up a bit smaller, who's got kind of this like combed over, their hair looks to be kind of dyed a silvery color. They look to be no older than 10, and they say, the Blue Water Inn. I think that, yep, the Blue Water Inn, that's the name.
And these are gnomes or children?
Children.
Okay.
You can tell that they're human children.
Got
They don't
it.
say it like simultaneously, like some creepy shining
No.
thing, right?
They
Okay,
just say,
cool.
welcome to the Blue Water Inn.
All right.
The mother says, go, you need to, children, please, I'm trying to work here. And they giggle and kind of skitter off. And says, sorry about that. Welcome to the Blue Water Inn. I'm Danica. What can I get for you?
Nice to meet you. I just came in with a group. I was wondering if you had any rooms available.
Yes, fortunately, we do have some rooms available. They're 5 silver pieces each.
Okay. How much money do I have?
Kind of looking over your shoulder.
I have enough. And fuck, how many people do we have in our group? 10?
There's
Literally 10.
the 2 children, Jimothy, we're not counting Marshall. And then the 7 adults. Wait, 4, 5, 6 adults. 9.
7.
2, 4,
give you money.
6,
4.
Marshall, and the 2 kids?
There's 10, yeah. Not including
10.
Marshall, 9.
It's not Marshall, Jimothy.
Okay, so
I don't.
1, 2,
Jimothy
3,
doesn't
4,
get
5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9. There's 9.
Okay, but 3 are children, so they don't count as people.
Yeah,
Like
they,
at a
they
restaurant.
they can't have a room of their own. That's just asking for
No.
chaos
Yeah,
and spilled
no.
milk.
is
So
there,
2 rooms?
are there, how many beds are in each room?
Looks to you and says, there are a few beds.
2 queens or a king?
Most of the rooms are multi-person, but it is per bed, unfortunately. There sometimes is high demand, so we have high prices.
Very well. Oh. Fuck math. Jesus
5
Christ.
beds.
1, 2.
I can sleep on the floor.
45 silver, 4.5 gold.
I'm just gonna give her 5 gold.
She takes it and says, thank you very much. Kind of puts it away, you see, into a small coffer, and she says, it also comes with soup for each person. It also, we do have wolf steak, if you would like that, but it is also another 5 silver for each dish.
Oh,
It's quite lovely.
I think we'll start with the soup, and if anyone else wants wolf steak, they can handle that on their own. Do you have any wolf nuggets or anything?
Wolf nuggets. And as they're like about to say something, you hear the person who is like across from them, the half elf, begins to speak to you and like turns and looks up to you and says, "Oh, wolf nuggets. Yes, I remember back in the day when I was more of the adventuring sort. Yes, I had quite a few wolf nuggets. Made them myself." And they like
Show
stand
you
up.
my wolf nuggets. See.
And they stand up and kind of get in your face, Kiora, but they like slide a hand in and take your hand and start aggressively but very friendly shaking it and says, "Rictavio the Great, at
Oh,
your service."
Hello. Nice to meet you. I'm Kiora.
As they turn to face you, you see these tiny little spectacles upon their long, pointed nose. They have very angular features, and they have like a bit of gray going through like the small, sharp beard that they have. They're fairly tall, a little bit taller than you, but they seem to be a bit on the slender form. And you see, kind of on their hip, they have a flute that's there.
You say you were an adventurer before,
Yes, quite the adventurer indeed. Would
and
you like to hear some of my stories?
well, I'm curious in hearing a story of why you're not an adventurer anymore.
Oh, adventuring is quite behind me. I have a great many other prospects, mostly attempting to travel around the land and bring my various wares and my various eccentricities to little villages who don't have such things. Alas, I am unfortunately trapped here, so that's where we're at.
That does make life difficult. What sort of
Indeed.
wares do you carry?
Oh, mostly it was just tiny little knickknacks, little things that I collected along with my adventures. Also, little magic doodads, little circles and circlets, that sort of thing. But mostly what I have are stories and songs. I'm a bard, you see, quite a prolific one.
Oh, we have a bard as well.
Really? And
Yes.
whips around and says, "Who amongst you?" Sets their sights on Elfie, and immediately, like, they almost like run towards you, but they like skid down on their knees and stop immediately in front of you, and they're like, "You are a fellow master musician, aren't you? I can see it in your hands and your face."
She's gonna try to go. Magician, you say? Oh no, my good sir. I am Alfie, Alfie the
She's had some drinks already.
the magician.
Ooh, absolutely fantastic. You know, if you give me a magic trick, I would like to lovingly offer a drink to each and every one of you, and non-alcoholic beverages to the children. And they all go, "Yay!"
Oh,
And
I will
clapping their little hands.
absolutely do a
Capri
magic trick for
Suns.
this old man.
Oh, thank
Wow.
you. And they take the table that you are all kind of looking to sit at. It's a large kind of round table, again, near like the gossiping folk. And the two kind of gossipers, the gossiper twins, they seem to stop what they're talking about. And they look very keenly towards the group of you, staring. You take a seat. And the great Rictavia sits down as well. They spin their chair around, and they sit and they put their arms up on the end of it, and they look towards you, Alfie, and say, "What kind of trick are you going to do, darling?"
Hold on, I have to think of what a magic trick.
I am quite excited. I am enraptured.
You have like playing cards or
We've
anything?
we've got a rat, we've got a chicken, we've got a magical
Excuse me,
jalapeno.
okay.
We've got a cleric that worships a god of magic. We've got lots of access to magic here that you would know about.
Okay, I'm gonna start off by going, Sarana, could you please place Benifer under the table? Or no, sorry, on top of the table. Thank
I was about
you.
to like,
And I'm gonna also, I just realized under the table would be a very easy magic trick. We will do this.
the chicken's gone. Just
I'm going to stand on the table and take Benifer and put her there. And then I'm going to watch as I make this little chickie fly away. And then I'm going to wave my cape over it like,
Yep. Okay.
bird's going to be, the bird is going to be in Ghislaine's hood.
All right. I would like you to make me a performance check, please, with advantage, because you are specialized in magic.
I was like, if you kick this chicken.
Chicken chaser.
You said
Oh, no.
performance?
Yes. You're gonna do this at advantage.
Oh no.
That is pretty brutal. All right. So
poops.
So you attempt to like make this chicken disappear, and you wave your cape over it, and it's gone. You look into Ghislaine's hood. It's not there.
You thought I said the hood of Ghislaine, but why would they ever have it there? No, no, no. It's in
Under
Serana's
my-
pocket area. Phone.
Serana, you check
Not
your
the literal
pockets.
pocket, just around.
You check your pockets, Serana, and you don't find the chicken.
I don't need. I don't have a pocket. I have a bag.
Yeah,
like-
that.
You say Serrano's pocket. I go. I don't have a pocket.
You look around and you don't see it, but whoever's looking for the chicken, because you're trying to find it, you're looking everywhere, Alfie. You're like looking in bags, looking in other things, so like, aha! And there's just no chicken. And Rictavio is just enamored, just watching. I would like all of you to, or whoever wants to look for the chicken, mostly Alfie, to make me perception checks, please.
I'll take a look. Like,
Can I
under my
smell
hat.
for the chicken?
Sure, you can.
Jennifer has a very specific smell. I've
Oh.
memorized it like it was my child.
Um,
Oh wait,
I will
what
just
were
make-
what were we checking?
perception.
Perception to see if you can find the chicken.
So Serana and Kiora, you immediately hear like, and you smell this, Serana, but you hear it, Kiora. You hear like just the and it sounds like very muffled clucking, and you look over to your left and you see like trying to sneak away, you see that Marshall has the chicken like held up and his little grabby hand
God
is
damn
like
it, Marshall.
around the chicken's beak, like holding it shut. And as you notice, you just notice he's like trying to sneak away very
I'm
slowly.
trying to give a performance here.
Marshall,
He turns around and says,
Yeah.
this entire time the chicken was in Marshall's pocket. Incredible, Alfie.
Incredible.
Is Marshall
Wow.
As Marshall's sitting there holding the chicken, I would like to extract from my belt the dagger that I took from that one place that has a rat skull as the pommel. And I'm like, oh, it's getting a little tarnished. It could use a new one.
throws the chicken at you. And you see Rictavio just goes, bravo, bravo, that was excellent.
I'm gonna mage hand my little snare drum to
Stunning. Ta-da! Oh, brava, brava! And just like claps. He stands up to clap. You see they look at like a whole bunch of other people who are in here. You see like a bunch of the villagers kind of look and they're like, oh. Okay.
Elaine will clap.
It's just Rictavio. Give a very dramatic clap. The two individuals kind of in the corner who are playing cards with each other, they just kind of look up and around at you. You see one of them kind of like starts to clap, and the other one like gives him a bit of an eye, and then he just stops and continues to play cards and says, "Go fish." And Rictavio says, "All right, a round of drinks for the table and orange juice for the children." Danica, the bar owner, says, "Coming right away, Rictavio," and goes off to acquire you some beverages.
Hey, Jimothy.
Timothy looks up and says,
Yeah?
Have you ever had jalapenos and orange juice before?
Hey, I haven't,
Oh.
but that sounds really good.
It's very good.
I'm excited.
and eventually, Danica brings back some beverages for all of you. Rictavio takes out a gold piece and a few silver and hands them over. And that's quite a bit for wine in general. Slides it over to Danica, and she places on the table these goblets that look like they've been used for quite a while. They are clean. They're a little bit dinged up, but they're clean. And inside you see this orange liquid that has these swirls of red kind of intermixing with them and almost like swirling themselves. And Danica says, "That's our Red Dragon Crush wine. We make it here ourselves." You
It
see
looks
one of the
very
children says,
good.
And I help.
and then goes back away.
Thank you.
Of course. I apologize that we have this and purple grape mash if you wish for anything else. Unfortunately, the rest of our wine supply is currently held up. Hopefully we'll get that soon.
And were the wolf nuggets an option?
Excuse me?
I can see if Erwin can do wolf nuggets. He's in the kitchen right now. I'll go ask.
That would be incredible. Thank you.
And of course. She makes her way off to the back. Octavio looks at the group of you and says, "So what brings you here to Barovia?"
Well, we're stuck here. Much
just like me!
Yes, exactly.
Ah, fabulous.
Where are you from originally?
Oh, I'm from all over. I've been to multiple different places, multiple different planes of existence. It has been quite the life for me. But it's been good.
Is he telling the truth?
You can make me a insight check, please.
I don't
Oh.
even care if he's telling the truth. I'm sus no matter what.
I
Do you
love
mind
this
if I
man.
incite him as
Alfie is
well?
like,
21. He's telling the truth.
And what was
yeah, he is.
what was your name?
Oh, the great Rictavio,
Rictavio.
bard of the ages.
Have you heard? Your name sounds like another name, and I know that
Oh,
doesn't
really?
mean you know this person, but
Oh,
what did that one girl tell us the one guy's name was that she was looking for?
Von Richten.
Have you heard of
different-
someone named Von Richten?
They seem to scratch their chin a bit. They're like, I feel like I've heard the name before in passing. I think he wrote some sort of guide of fields to various monsters and creatures. I think I've read that.
Kind of feels.
Okay. We just met someone who was looking for him, so
Oh,
I thought I
really?
would check.
Who?
It was a woman.
Oh, what kind of? There's many, many women who are out there. Was she hot? Was she pretty? Did she have an ample bosom?
Yes.
Ah,
An ample
fantastic.
bosom and a metal leg.
Oh,
Fuck yeah.
metal leg! Oh, just how I like them. With metal legs.
I
Its
don't blame
legs.
That's an interesting type to have.
I know, it's very particular and I barely find anyone. 'Tis why I'm single.
Okay. Interesting.
I know.
And have you been in Valaki for very long, or?
Oh yes, I've been here for quite some time. Many months now. Bunch of these events keep going on. The Baron is between us and me. The Baron's a bit of a tyrant. Don't say that out loud. If they get you, he'll throw you in the brig.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Noted.
Well, that's good to know.
You're welcome. I can give you as much information as I can about the area. I know a bit.
What
It's
is
a
it
bit
with what is it with rulers around here being dicks? She's gonna say that maybe a little too loudly.
Let's see if people hear you.
Oh, Alfie.
Alfie's gonna go to jail.
You see a few heads turn to look at you. They
You're
turn
right,
back.
Alfie. The rulers around here all have very large dicks.
Yeah.
Hmm.
As she sees people, she go, they have very big dick energy. Is exactly what I
Mhm.
meant.
Yes,
Big
the,
dick energy. I pat her on the shoulder.
yes, the Baron is quite the one who is what is it? The biggest dickus.
Ah! I don't know what's gonna happen tonight, but
Hmm.
I feel like Alfie's gonna need it. I'm gonna cast guidance just in case you got to do something. You seem like you're gonna have a rough night.
Gonna need Jesus in this bitch tonight.
Yeah, I'm like, you look like you need Jesus, and then
Who's Jesus? This
No,
is a new god
uh,
that I have not heard of.
Yeah, no. Have you heard of Nethys?
Nethys. Let me consult my memory banks. No, tell me about Nethys.
I do, incessantly.
Fantastic. Your drinks come. Rictavio orders you another round. You see that Ismark kind of goes up beside you. Sin kind of leans down and says, hi, I'm gonna go to the room. I'm gonna get the kids all set up. You'll have a good night, okay?
Of course. Thank you. If you need anything, let us know.
Thank you. You
Good
all.
night, Ismark.
Good night, Ghislaine. You all enjoy yourselves. I need to lie down. And you see, he takes all three children. He'll take and kind of get them all upstairs. You see him head up the north stairs. It creaks slightly as he goes up with the kids, and you hear like one of them's already asleep in his arms, like he's holding them. Myrtle
Could
is
I-
like passed
Could
out.
I have passed Jimothy Benifer? I just love these names.
Yeah, you pass Jimothy Benifer, and Benifer just happily goes in Jimothy's arms. And Jimothy says,
It's a nice chicken.
and starts like petting the chicken.
I need
like,
a picture
and, like,
of Jimothy carrying a chicken now.
Benifer. You see the chicken like tucks its head like into like the crook of the
Oh.
neck of Jimothy, like as a hug, and Jimothy's like, yay, and begins to like toddle upstairs with the chicken. He almost trips, but then he gets back up and keeps going. He did like the jalapeno orange juice, by the way.
Okay.
It would-
Very spicy.
but he like you saw that he like juiced the jalapeno into the orange juice. It was kind of
I
nasty.
hate that visual.
He kind of got on his hands and then he wiped his eyes and started crying. But
Oh no.
He's fine now.
There-
He's fine now.
between me and the bard, the prestidigitation to unjalapeno
Yep.
Jimothy's eyes is like a 24/7
hands.
endeavor.
It's just
Yeah,
constant.
It's a constant.
He's like, ah, and you're like, boop, and it's like,
If
so
it needed
glad you
concentration, we'd be fucked.
yeah. Jimothy heads upstairs, leaving Rictavio, the group of you, and Irina. Irina also and Rictavio's like, I need to go have a piss. I have a tiny bladder because I'm old, and gets
a
up.
nice pee-pee.
I will, thank you.
You
Oh.
sure do.
And at this point, would you all have introduced yourselves to Rictavio?
No.
I mean,
just
I-
talked
Elaine
about
will, like,
Nethys.
Okay.
Elaine will like
Absolutely.
extend a hand and say their full name. I'm Ghislaine Strongheart Tagapathai.
Ghislaine Strongheart, second, it's really nice to meet you.
Just to, like,
Shake your hand enthusiastically. And then like, I'm gonna go take a piss outside. And begins to
well, I'm glad I shook his hand before that.
Yeah.
As soon as he's coming back, I'm prestidigitating him just in case.
he does not wash his hands when he pisses.
Does that look like a man that washes his hands when he pisses? Absolutely not. He's too good for it.
The world cleans his hands for him.
Pee-pee
So you
hands.
see Marshall's like, me? But Irina looks to you all and then takes out from their side a sack of gold and says, so this is for you, of course. We've fulfilled your end of the bargain, got us here, and kind of places the gold on the table and pushes it towards the group of you. Says, so I will have to stay here, make sure to check in on Ismark from time to time, but if you need me while you're here, I'm yours.
Thanks.
Of course.
Thank you. I'm glad that we had to stick around because, honestly, you were a lot of fun to travel with, and you got us out of a lot of really bad situations.
It was a good
You've
effort.
definitely been our muscle.
I appreciate that. it's kind of nice to travel with other people, especially those who are, I guess, appreciate my skill too. It's
No,
not
we're-
often.
Are you sure you're gonna have, after paying us, you're gonna have enough money to settle down here?
Oh, I found some like jewels and such in that one house, and I kind of pocketed it because no one asked.
Fair.
That's fine.
That's fair.
Valid.
Any for booze money. Also, can probably get some jobs around here, and maybe burgomaster to burgomaster's children. Maybe the baron will be nice.
Well, I mean, you are the burgomasters now, technically.
Technically, but we're kind of not in town anymore.
They did say that the wine shipment here was being delayed, so you probably need this more than us, honestly. And I do have. There was the 3 bottles of Ismark's wine, like when we took with it, like we had split it, and I'll like hoist them out.
You hoist them out. Place on the table. She's like,
our cart. Is there like a cart zone?
yeah, there's like, you were like outside, you parked your cart, you like, there's like an area where the horses are, like a little horse shed, horse garage.
She should.
You parked the cart in the horse shed.
The valet area.
Yeah.
The valet.
The valley valet.
Only the best for our horses.
So I do want to make you aware, Matt.
Yes,
we did
please.
just get a Strahd donation.
This is interesting.
Thirsty motherfuckers.
Good to know. Good to know.
Thank you, Eric.
I do like that. Excellent. Oh my gosh. It's gonna make things really interesting. Okay.
Yeah, this is gonna be great.
Love
Well,
it. Stunning.
we don't know what we're going to be doing after this, so I suppose we'll be in the area for a little bit longer at the very least. And if we need anything, we'll definitely let you know. Perhaps we'll find another creepy house that you can get gems from.
True. Maybe I will. And
How much money was it?
Yeah, I don't
100
remember at
gold.
all. 100 gold.
get 100
Split
gold from
4
everyone.
ways is 25 each.
Yeah.
Aw.
Marshall's like,
Where's my piece?
You didn't do shit, Marshall.
Excuse me, I helped. I helped. Thank you.
Marshall, your piece is that we don't eat you.
I will give
you need this
Marshall.
at. Oh, thank you.
I will give Marshall like 5 gold. And be like, "Here."
Where's he gonna put it?
Heat metal.
he's got like a little paunch pouch.
Kidding.
Like tucks it.
Does
It's just
he
like
have a-
Marsupial?
Does he have a fanny pack?
a marsupial.
Yes.
He's got his
Okay.
own small satchel.
I'm also a wizard, so you know.
I guess he does have a little cloak.
Yeah.
You can have
But
a
it's a
fanny
bag
pack.
of holding.
He's naked.
He's been
naked
naked this whole time.
So okay, so I do happen to have. So this isn't creepy at all. You know, it's fine. When in
But in doubt.
Barovia, I guess I have a folded cloak made from stitched ghoul skin. I feel like Marshall would look adorable with a little fanny pack and cloak matching combo. So I'll sit there and I will
Work on that.
I will stitch up a little nice
Aw.
ghoulish outfit for him. It's ghoul skin, so like the collar is gonna just stick right up.
He's gonna be one of the
Nice.
cool kids.
The ghoul kids.
Yeah, amazing.
Okay, well, I think I'm gonna go to bed at the very least while the rest of you are working and listening to stories.
Right.
Same.
I might soon. Depends. And as she says, or as I say, depends. They look between Ghislaine and Alfie.
Y'all gonna fuck?
Is that as you're going up the stairs?
I mean, I was gonna talk to this old man for a while, but if you need some company, if you
I
just
mean,
need
I
some
can-
time.
I can wait. It's fine.
I mean, yeah.
Did I pay
If
for
you're-
too many beds?
I I mean, Glenn, I understand you've had a hard day and I don't want to make it harder. But if you need some stress relief, like kind of.
Can I sidebar with my associate?
Of course. I'm gonna go
Yeah.
upstairs and find a bed. Never mind. And they just leave and head upstairs very quickly.
All the rooms are multiple beds.
Well, then stay down here, Serana.
Push them together.
I just
Maybe
There's a room
I
with
will.
2 beds. There's a room with 2 beds in it.
I mean, are we sharing or?
I'm
Elaine, what do
intensely
you-
watching this dude at the table. Like, what is he thinking about this conversation right now?
That's up to you, Alfie. You know, I don't know. Like, this doesn't happen to me. You saw me strike out at the bar like several times.
I mean, so are you saying because you generally strike out, we should do? You want to go first, or?
I'll leave it up to you. You decide what you want to do. And
I go, why don't you share?
oh,
Just say, listen, you're
that's
my
fine.
battle buddy. Let's.
Okay, that's true.
I'm just gonna grab her hands and fucking run up the stairs.
Yes.
The 2 of you make your way
Threesome.
upstairs, finding the bedroom with 2 beds in it, and of course Irina waiting. The 3 of you begin to have a fun night, and after you leave, Serana and Kiora, are you still there, or did you go to bed?
No, she went upstairs.
You went upstairs.
I'm just there now, alone at the bar, drinking alone.
You see Rictavio come out. It's like, I finished it. Oh, Rictavio. Oh, hello, Nithis, lass. And he slides in
Nithis,
beside
lass.
you. I didn't
That-
actually quite get your name.
I go, Serana. And I hold out my hand, and I'm gonna prestidigitate it as I shake it.
You're just, boom. It's like, ooh,
Yeah,
quite
like-
a bit of magic. Yes, don't worry. I wash my hands. I am a fancy lad.
You can never be too sure.
Of course, there's many decrepit individuals who do not wash their hands after they pee, and they are disgusting. Horrible. It takes a drink. So your friends are nice.
Want to crawl under a rock?
No. Is
you
it?
did crawl under a rock.
It's me and Marshall.
Yeah, Marshall's still there, and he's like,
Your friends are nice, and I put the rat on the table. I'm just like, yeah, they got sleepy. I'm not sleepy.
oh, well, usually takes me quite a long time to get sleepy as well. That's why I drink a lot.
So,
I'm not
what's
implying anything. I apologize. I'm not attempting to instigate any sort of relations with you. No, platonic, completely.
no offense taken. It's.
Okay.
Do you know why do they just really hate wolves?
Oh well, the Baron, he is very much about making this place a happy place. That's why there's
Wolves
so
can be
many-
happy. I mean,
True.
you know.
There are wolves stalking around this entire area, to the south, to the west.
There's
to the east.
werewolves.
There are indeed werewolves as well. I
You don't
have,
eat the people, because werewolves, when you kill them, they turn into, they're just people.
Yes. So they're just wolves.
So why are the wolves as bad as the people wolves?
The Baron believes that the wolves out there are enemy agents of the Dreadlord Strahd.
That's why
Huh.
I'm so hesitant. Yes.
Interesting.
It is quite interesting indeed. You know, how did you end up here?
Accident.
No, what kind of accident?
We just walked in.
Isn't that how everyone gets here?
He takes a drink.
If it's how everyone gets here, then why did you ask?
I just wanted to ask to see if you had an interesting story. I don't know, maybe you fell through a portal and arrived here. Maybe you're hunting down Strahd. I don't know.
Do people arrive here to hunt Strahd?
Oh, yes. And
He stops drinking, puts down the cup, and says,
all the time, there are very many people who came here to hunt down Strahd. No one succeeded yet, as you can see.
I mean, Strahd's not hard to hunt down. Like
It's
you mean
true.
kill, like kills?
Yes.
Not just there's just a big castle.
Yes, killing Strahd, that is
Oh,
the
all
tough
right.
part. There's many who have come here to ascertain the situation. Some have already tried to kill Strahd. Unfortunately, they are dead.
Yeah, I saw the ghosts or whatever.
Yes,
Sad, real sad.
it has been quite upsetting. Well, I will be in town for quite a while, so if you or your friends need anything, any questions answered, any fantastical tales told of my previous adventures, please let me know. I do love to talk.
I can tell, and
Yes.
I'll keep you in mind for when a story is needed.
Ah, of course. Stories are always needed.
push himself out of his seat, chug the rest of his drink,
And say, thank you, Danica. Excellent as always.
and Danica kind of rolls their eyes as he makes his way upstairs and to bed. The Serana eventually head to sleep.
Yeah. Like a long while. Like on the cusp of getting a long rest. It's like teetering. Like I
Yeah.
like wait until the last minute and I'm just like staring at all these wolf heads and I'm just like Marsh is probably asleep in my hood at this point, just farting or whatever. What
I would say at this point, as you're like drinking,
No.
waiting for things to go down, no drinking. You see people are filing out, of course. Like the bar gets really busy for a while. People seem to be drinking a lot, imbibing all sorts of alcohol. You see that Danica looks a bit stressed, of course, and you hear mention of her being like, "Hey, that fucking wine shipment. Gosh. Yeah, of course, another one. Yes, of course." And heads to the back, continues to bring out food. As you're sitting there hearing the idle wheezes of gas from Marshall's ass, you feel like a presence kind of shift and sit beside you. You feel a little bit of hair, kind of a little bit heavy on your shoulder.
Why me?
You don't. Yeah, you don't see Strahd. You're safe, but you see another
Okay.
individual.
All right, I was
Very-
about to poop. Okay.
like very sallow cheeks. They've got like a little bit of like rosy makeup that seems to be there, thick eyebrows, and this kind of tealish green, very voluptuous hair. Like it's big. They've got pale
Afro?
skin. No. It's just curly.
Oh, okay.
Not an afro. Just very curly hair. But it's a lot. It's lots of volume. And she sits down. She's like, just a wine, please. And brings over the wine, sets it down in front of her, and says, "Just ghastly decorations, aren't they? It's awful."
Yes.
Sorry, I apologize if I'm intruding. I haven't seen you around town. My name's Anita. Sorry. Hi.
Hello. Serana.
nice to meet you. What brings you to town?
Just passing through.
Oh, that sounds nice. I kind of look around and say, "Are you here with anyone?" You're coming from Marshall.
That's yeah, it's Marshall. I've got a few friends.
Marshall?
Yeah, he's sleepy.
Oh, okay. Sounds it. Do you want a drink?
I've had plenty.
Oh.
I'm Does she I mean, like, I'm trying not to be very, like, inviting. Does she smell weird at all? Like, does she smell like she's drunk, or does she smell like a wolf or anything?
She smell like Old Spice.
Does she smell like Terry Crews?
Give me a perception check, please. You do get advantage on this from smell.
I'm like, just like, hey, just smelling her hair. Just trying to get it like a general, like a waft. That would be creepy. I'm not trying to be creepy. I'm just sus. I'm just always sus.
Valid.
Where the heck is this? That's perception. Wow.
21s. That's pretty good. So you kind of take a bit of a sniff, move from a bit far away because your little schnauz is good. You smell, of course, Marshall farts. It's very bad.
I'm like used to it. That's like nose blind.
That's true. But you sniff and it's curious. You smell once and first it's like this kind of almost like a lilac smell that's there. It's very nice and very flowery and pretty. And then you take another sniff and there's this undercurrent of like it smells like iron, almost metallic-y. It smells a little bit like blood.
You rolled so well you can smell their blood. That's
maybe
crazy.
It's their time of the month. I don't know. It happens.
Hey, I can smell your period. Did you know?
Yeah. Oh my god. Yeah.
Are you bleeding?
Oh. Vampire's favorite time of the month.
You go, oh my god, we're cycling together.
We are synced. Oh my god. As we've scared off every viewer. Okay, so no. Yeah, I find that it's weird. Have I smelled that before? Like that?
Give me an intelligence check, please.
I'm real smart.
Baby?
Smart.
You're real smart.
You can't quite place it.
You can roll advantage.
You can roll advantage. You do
an
have advantage.
die.
I don't wanna.
You can add it. Oh wait, no, you don't have that.
I don't wanna. I'm drinky drink. I'm having a bad time. Yeah, they're whatever. It's fine. I'm kind of just real having a bad day right now. So I'm gonna try to can I make like an insight check or something? Like what's their like are they being sus, or are they being flirty, or they're being is there some
Go ahead, make me an insight check.
Ulterior motive? That's what I was looking for.
Ooh, nice.
Sarana, as you're looking towards this person, you can see they're looking at you. It's very sweet at first. As you're kind of looking harder, you're noticing that there's this predatory gaze that they look at you with. How they look at your cheeks, look at your hair, look into your eyes. They're assessing you almost like they're waiting, almost taunting. And you've seen this look before. Because the last time you saw it was when you were in the village of Barovia, looking for those chains.
Looking for. Oh, okay.
There's an undercurrent of insidious to her.
That funny song from Insidious start playing.
Just know, my window. Oh no. So good.
My stuff just reset. What's happening?
That's
Okay, we're fine.
You're good.
Was that the okay? It
Yeah,
got really
Matt
quiet,
just-
music.
Matt just
and
changed
I was
the music.
like, "Did my
I
computer
changed- sorry.
freeze?" Because
Matt
everything
changed the
got
music.
quiet.
I'm sorry.
Okay.
I changed the music.
Okay.
They look at you and say, "Do you want
Oh, nice music. No.
go outside maybe? I know this really nice place. It's kind of one of the only places that doesn't have a lot of mist in the village."
Don't worry, they can't come inside unless you let them in.
It would be. I feel like it would be a missed opportunity if you didn't.
No.
Listen,
No,
if
no.
we get some, you get some.
Just don't get
Listen.
eaten in the process.
Listen. Okay, wait. So, looking for the chains. Was that me or was that the other people? Because I think I might have been with Ghislaine.
You were with Ghislaine, the chains in the church.
They're talking about the vampire boy in the basement.
I'm not
Did
talking
we
about the
see
vampire
him?
boy.
You were talking.
Oh.
No, Mommy showed up.
Mommy
Sorry.
did
Showed
show up, yeah.
So no. I'm gonna meet.
No?
I'm going to. No, that's sorry.
Oh.
I meet her predatory sort of undercurrent. I try to meet it. I got one too. Okay, I got one too.
Roll me
Ah,
an
woo.
intimidation check, please.
I woo, but it's like I'm just gonna. Can I just get like a little bit of like almost there? Like if I had hackles, if you could see them, they'd go up. Maybe the eyes get like a little shift towards yellow, or like I don't know what the wolf looks. I haven't decided. It happened, but I'm trying to. No, I don't want to intimidate her. I just want to meet it in like at the like sexy point, and I'm like, yeah, let's go outside.
You see, you like kind of meet that gaze. You see a smile curl on her lips. She says, "Okay, let's go outside."
After you, and I'll stand up.
She offers a hand to you.
Yeah, I'll take the hand, and I've got my shepherd's crook with the Nethys symbol on it.
She'll. Two of you begin walking outside.
Well, when the
And-
like the door to go outside, like when the in thing opens, I go, "Oh, have I told you about Nethys?" And then I would like to turn undead.
Do they have to make a roll for this?
Yeah, probably.
If they're undead, yeah.
You had a vampire problem. I took care of it.
It's a wisdom save, I believe.
And my save went up. Woo!
Let's see. Give me one.
You guys both just play like intimidation chicken until you bang.
No,
Okay, so what's the saving throw?
it's my saving DC, which I think is 15.
But is it wisdom?
It is a wisdom saving throw. Yes.
Okay. I'm gonna roll. 15. Okay. You attempt. So what does it look like as you try to turn it as you're like at the doorway?
I'm just telling her about Nethys. And you don't even need to like see it. It's anybody that can hear me. I just start talking about my God and how awesome he is.
It's just the same thing as when you see the Christians at the Pride March. You go the other way.
As you like talk about Nethys, she turns and looks at you for a moment, and that little cute smile that she had on her face before starts to spread. And she looks at you and she comes forward and kind of leans on the doorway, like her hand over your shoulder as she's leaning towards you. She says, "Oh, Serana, I see what you're trying, and unfortunately, it's not gonna work.
Bummer.
You still want to go for that walk?"
No, it was a fib.
Mm.
I'm very tired.
Quick. No, it's interesting. You might be tired, but there's certain things that I'm tired of. Mostly that's people taking things that don't belong to them. Like my book. Where is it?
Do I know where that went?
No, you don't know. You don't remember.
Someone else has it. It's not you.
I read it, reread it, right? Like out of
did.
we read it.
You read
Yeah.
it. You read the whole thing.
I think it's ashes in that burnt out windmill.
I know as much as you know that it's not.
Really?
I know one of you has it. And
Then I
want
don't
it
know
back.
who has it. I don't know who has it then. I honestly probably don't know who has it.
Deception.
Do I not know? I don't know who has it.
I would
Nice kind of
suggest
deception.
that you find out.
All right. I mean, do you need a bag now, or do you want to like, you want to get it at sunrise or whatever?
Shauna going, okay.
I'll get it now.
I don't know who has it. I'll have to go check.
I'll come with you.
Oh, okay.
She'll follow you.
Like, I'm just thinking at this point, like, do we even need the book? Because we read it, right? We read it.
You did read it, yeah.
But the fact that she wants it back makes me just want to be an asshole.
Well, yeah, I'm drunk, okay? And I'm bummed. And I'm surrounded by dead wolves. And I'm real sad. There's just dead puppies everywhere. I got a farty rat in my hood. I don't want to deal with this shit. Look, you know, I'm gonna go up the stairs. I hope they're done. Like, anyway.
Oh, are they
I
fucking?
don't, probably.
Would you like to?
Honestly, no. There's dead
Oh.
animals everywhere. I'm not in the mood.
We can find a place.
Caught me at a bad time. Is she just creepily following me up the stairs now?
Yep. She's gonna follow you.
All right. And
You're
then
going.
like she just looks the same though.
She looks like the girl that entered.
Yeah. Okay. I
Show
go,
me the way.
yeah. All right. I mean, what am I gonna do? Oh, I stab her. No. That's boring. And also, I'm tired and drunk. And, you know, we're gonna deal with some wolves, right? You said there was some wolves.
Yes. They are.
Are they
very
not
annoying to me.
the mommy milker pack or something? What is it?
Children of Mother Night.
Oh yeah.
Mommy milkers. Yeah.
They're fine. It's the other ones that I'm concerned about. The Nightkin.
There's like 3 of them,
There's
right? 3
2 packs.
No, 3 people. Like there's like
There's more than 3.
Oh, okay. Well, I don't know. I guess why do you not like them? As opposed to these people who are apparently killing your agents?
They are providing a more of a chaotic nuisance to me, which is why I want to get rid of them.
I'm going very slowly up these stairs.
You can go faster, darling.
I could. I don't want to fall down.
I'll catch you. It's no problem.
So why do you want the book back so bad?
It's my book.
Why did you leave it there?
Because I thought it was in safekeeping with the hags that apparently you dealt with and drove off and then burned down their little windmill.
They ran away.
Sure. You say that.
They ran away!
They did. Valid. But I still want my book.
I guess.
You get to the top of the stairs now.
Yeah, I'm gonna go to the door. Nah, this is where, like, right now, like, I'm trying to think. Like, Strahd, it's like, whatever. But right now, I'm surrounded by these people. I just gotta talk this out real quick. And there's just, like, dead wolves everywhere. Like, and they're worse. Right now to me. I don't like them. So I'm just gonna go up there, and I'm gonna go to, I'm guessing they're done. Right? And is there would I know who went into what room? I don't know.
Is some of this out loud?
I would probably just go into the room that's not noisy.
No, this is me just talking to you. Is there still a noisy room? Because it's been a while.
It's been a while. There's no more noise. They're all asleep. You're all asleep. But it was a very eventful night.
I just loudly say the Dread Lord Strahd would like the book.
Hey, enough!
Stop. Don't be obvious about it.
I don't know where the book is.
Well, don't be loud about it.
Well, how am I supposed to find the book? I don't know where they are.
Well, we can still knock. It's polite.
Me just fucking arguing with.
Oh my god.
Oh my gosh!
I was like,
fine.
where's your manner?
Fine, I'll knock.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
Oh my gosh.
I'm gonna knock on a door.
I'm gonna roll a D. I'm gonna roll. Let's see. A D6. 1, 2. It's
Is my
Kiora.
loudness not waking anybody up?
Let me roll a D20.
Maybe who's someone who's better at lying can open the door.
People are pretty passed out. It's late. Like, it's late. A lot of these people. I think the only one who might wake up is Key or But roll me a D6 and we'll see whose room. 1, 2, it's Kiora. 3, 4, it's Ghislaine. The rest, I was gonna say 5, 6.
The kids' room.
That is Mark.
You knock on the door.
That's like the worst option.
And
Can I take my advantage to re-roll that?
Yes, you can.
Okay. I'm gonna re-roll that, please.
Bad.
That's better.
The kids go, new friend.
So
No.
you knock on the door and Ghislaine and Alfie, you're stirred as you hear the beating of someone's fist against the door. And Irene is like, who the fuck snuck in? And like leans over and cuddles into you, Ghislaine. You can go away.
Fucking fine. I'll get up and like shuffle in my socks and like a little my cape wrapped around.
Yeah, your little cave. You shuffle.
You left your socks on.
You open the door.
I always
and
leave
you-
my socks on.
business sucks. You open the door and you look up and you see Serana and another individual that you don't recognize, kind of taily hair, very thin, standing beside her.
I'm gonna go. Listen, it's kind of late. We can't leave the room for you. You're just gonna have to do it over there. Is this
didn't want to
not?
go outside with me, so.
Are you good?
I go. Where's the book?
Fuck.
Also, your tits hanging out.
Oh God.
It's a good boob.
It's
I
a
don't know what
nice
you want.
tit. No, it's. I just wanted in case you wanted to cover up, just in case.
I'm not shy. Why do you want the book? I thought that belonged to Spooky Scary Lady.
So spooky and scary. I know. I just want to read it.
I think. Oh wait, did we? Sorry, Addie. Did we decide Kiora has it? Is that what you remembered?
Probably.
I honestly
I-
can't remember.
I.
If
I'm
Elaine
thought-
doesn't have it, Alfie
I'm not
doesn't
pulling
have
it up.
Serana doesn't have it.
I'm pretty sure Kiora has it.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, I'm gonna go. It's in the other room. Go down.
Fine. Okay. And then I'm just gonna walk to the next door because which room
door.
am I staying in? Because there was this room with two. I would be staying in the room with Kiora, right?
Mhm.
Okay.
I'm gonna close the door and then say that was a weird weird ask.
Who reads this late? Oh my god, dude.
Serana wanted that
What?
spooky bitch's book.
Why?
I really want that to be very loud. I knock on the. I just knock and I
No.
just I kind of open it.
Now, Kiora, do you sleep heavily?
No.
You awaken to light spilling in from the upper portion of the inn as you see the shadows of Serana and another individual standing there.
Kiora sits up in the bed. Can you not just go in Elaine and Alfie's room for that?
They kicked me out.
Oh.
Yeah, it was sad.
Maybe you could get a different room? I don't particularly want to hear that. Not that there's anything wrong with it, but I'm just tired.
God, Marshall farted again, and I cast prestidigitation because I'm walking in the room in front. But what I actually do when I cast prestidigitation is you can make a color, small mark, or a symbol appear on an object or surface. So like on the inside of my sleeve, I go ugh, and I pull, and like it folds down, and it just says like Strahd with a little arrow, and that could like point at the girl, and then I'm just like put it.
So,
Like, hey, where's the book?
prestidigitation is also verbal, so I would like you to make me a deception check.
Yeah, that's what
please.
the cough was for.
Well, I cast prestidigitation to.
Still requires some.
I
other
did
verbal stuff, but
cast it though.
I do need you. Yeah, but I do need you to make me a. Give me a sleight of hand, actually.
All right.
Ooh, nice.
That's good. Ooh.
Strahd's is
get
better.
lucky. No. They don't seem to notice.
It's just to. Marshall has real bad gas. Don't make a scene. I need the book.
You don't need the book right now.
Why not? I want to read it.
For one, we left it with those wolves.
The mommy milker ones?
If
don't
that's how
remember
you're
them.
referring to them, yeah,
I don't remember their clans.
the werewolves we met in the
Nick,
forest.
Oh yeah.
Remember they wanted something?
Hi, I know that you're lying.
Let me roll a deception check at
No,
least.
this is not a deception check. Unfortunately, there's some other things. I know you're lying. I suggest give me the
Oh.
book.
Do you have like a? Can you just tell where the book is?
I can't tell where the book is, but I know you have it. I
Why
suggest
don't
do not
have it,
cause a
though.
scene.
why do you want the book?
It's mine.
If it's yours, why did you have it in a weird...
Left it with
Because
the hags.
went
I
over
already
this
went over
before.
this. I already went over this. Look, just
But if I wasn't there for that conversation...
I know.
Doesn't matter. I just need the book, please. Thank you.
Got some Karen energy right now.
I just need to speak to your manager. Thanks.
Please.
And how do I know who you actually are?
Do you want me to show you?
Sure.
I'd like that.
Sure. Considering you keep impersonating me.
Yeah.
Sorry, that's in character.
It's gotten a lot done very successfully.
Oh, I know. It's gotten quite a bit done successfully, but I would request that you cease all your interpretations of me at once. I don't want to have to get upset at you.
I mean, you did say you needed my help in making this place better.
Oh, I do, but
I'm doing that.
true.
I'm
but with my
stopping
legends,
hags from stealing children.
I don't need you to justify it. Because I don't like it. So I will politely request that you stop only once.
Well,
This
what is another means of authority that I can use to show that I am working under you?
Figure it
Maybe
out.
just a badge. Just a badge.
Some flair, some
I'm
sick
kidding, I'm not there.
swag.
Um. Can you make me a wisdom saving throw, please, Kiora?
Yeah. I'm gonna use my advantage.
All right.
Fuck you, advantage.
The
So
advantage.
as she's standing there, see her move her hands around a bit, very briefly, very quickly, and as this happens, you start to feel something. The back of your head, Kiora, something like almost worming its way in. As you can feel this like sharp pain. We're gonna take a break for 5 minutes.
Oh.
All right, we're gonna take a break for 5 minutes. We're gonna go pee. Everybody get up, stretch, get water, get tea. Don't get coffee because it's too late for that unless you're in a different time zone that's not Eastern Standard and not in America. Then get your coffee. Anyway, have fun. We'll be back in 5. Yay!
I want to be so bad.
Wait, we're not out. And we are back. Thank you everybody for waiting. I hope you stood up and got some stretchies in. Matt, why don't you go ahead and take us back to the scene?
Sure. So standing in this room, this inn, you see there's two beds. Kiora being on one, sitting up and looking towards the two figures who've entered. Serana and someone else. This individual, through some very keen insight checks that Serana made, figured out that it's Strahd in some sort of disguise, who is here for their book. They've gone to Kiora's room. Now they stand here, and Kiora, if you would like, and thank you, Rogue Shadow, for the more D6s.
Yay!
Thank you so much. Appreciate it.
I already had one, so I'm gonna use both for this because
It's
it's
the
a
only
special
time.
circumstance and Matt's
Only
allowing
time.
it. Like the gracious GM
I'm the
she
best
is.
GM ever.
Yeah. Okay, so all right. Are we going with the 10 or the 9 as what my roll was?
So this was used for advantage, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
So
So that
it's
would be
the
going
10.
with the 10.
Okay, here we go.
10 plus.
Don't fuck me, D6s.
Mm-hmm.
1, 3. Okay. Not terrible.
It's 13.
13.
2. 18.
Okay. Let me see. I have to see. Okay. So, as you're trying, you kind of feel like you feel this thing like worming into your almost your brain there. Like you feel like something is trying to penetrate it and dig deep into your thoughts. But you're able to steel yourself for just a moment long enough that you're able to push out whatever it was from your head. But what are you thinking on the surface? What are Kiora's thoughts?
I think they're trying to think of how they can get Strahd to give up on this book.
You see, they look at you and say, The book contains writing. It's very personal to me. I assume that you've read it.
I have, yes. Now, if you trusted the hags with it to protect it, and someone else who is serving you now defeated those hags and found it, why is it a bad decision to trust that person with it?
You make a valid argument, but my counterpoint is that it's mine and I want it. I'll give you to the count of 3. Like I said, I don't want to have to make a scene, but I know somewhere in here is that lovely little Ismark. I would just love, maybe, see if they like it for the 3rd time, me visiting them, seeing how they feel.
I'm gonna turn into Ismark.
Turn into Ismark. They just kind of raise their eyebrows and say, impressive. So good to see it in person. But I still want Ismark.
Why are you so interested in Ismark?
Why? They're delicious, that's why. And I like them. It's fun to play with my food sometimes.
All right, fine. Here you go.
They hold up their hand. Can you give him the book?
Yeah, I'm gonna go in my bag and get the book. Give it to him.
All right. I'll extend a hand. Place their hand on it. Thank you. Do you just let them take it?
Yeah.
All right. I'll take it. Say, you both have a good evening and good night.
There
And
was
you as
nothing-
well, Lady Strahd.
Hmm.
I say that a bit loud.
Ghislaine and Alfie, you hear from the next room. You've kind of heard murmuring because you're right next to them. But you hear that.
Oh shoot.
Ah, shit.
Irina shoots up and says,
What? It's time to let's fucking gutter.
they like run and
Irina?
scramble around and
Naked.
What?
Yeah,
Irina,
like, butt
I just kind
naked.
of like
Hmm.
very gently hold Irina's shoulders and be like, "We are not prepared for this."
She fucking needs to die. She's tormenting me brother.
We're
keep
gonna
him
kill her.
safe. We'll keep him safe, but we're not prepared to do this right now.
I really want to.
I won't let anything happen to him.
I don't want them doing anything to my brother. I've hurt him enough already.
And, like, you see that Irina starts to begin to break down into sobs as they're trying to like very gently escape you.
Can we just like sandwich hug her? Just
Yeah, we'll just sandwich hug
back
her,
into the bed, just
and I like very gently pat her and I say, "Do you want me to go and make sure
I'm
that Ismark
already
is okay?"
I'm already like where in the hallway. Like
Mm-hmm.
I'm kind of just standing in the middle of the hallway, sort of like sentinel. I got my staff.
You're standing in the hallway and they begin to make their way out. And you see kind of quickly brustling up the stairs and then kind of meets the two of you. Because are you staying in the room, Kiara, or are you coming outside as well?
She's kind of like in the door of the
Mhm.
room.
You see brustling, like hurrying up the steps and stops very quickly in front of the three of you is Danica, the bartender. She looks at the woman, looks at the group of you, looks back at the woman. She says, "You're not supposed to be here. I'm not supposed to be in here at all." Strahd says, "Oh, my apologies, just getting something that belongs to me. But I'll leave now." Danica says, "I'm sure you will. Now get the fuck out." She says, and she takes a finger and boops Danica on the nose and just floats around her, floats down the stairs.
I have a very important question. Before she boops Danica on the nose, do I see that she's moving to do that?
Yep, you see the hand?
I'm gonna use a card. It's the Two of Adversaries,
Uh-huh. What does that do?
which is a new card for me.
Chaos.
Oh, can I use this on somebody else?
For the next
No,
1
I
minutes,
can't.
you
Fuck,
become charged with
damn
electricity.
it.
That would be hilarious.
Crap. That doesn't happen
okay.
then.
So, and you see Strahd boop Danica on the nose, float around her, head down the stairs. You hear the swinging doors close, and Danica looks at the two of you and says, "You brought her into my inn?
No, she just showed up.
Absolutely not. She just walked the fuck right in.
And why was she so pleasantly conversing with the two of you?
We found something of hers and she wanted it back.
Are you working with her?
No.
Deception check. No.
The only one that has to make a deception check. Because I'm the only one morally complicated or
Yup.
complicit in this situation. Oh, nice.
It is nice.
That hovered on that 3 for like way too long.
Mm-hmm. It went.
I was sweating.
Danica
Hot
leans
lunch.
towards you and says, I would suggest you think about who your allies and who your enemies are. Because if you continue to work with her, I'm going to tell you to get the fuck out of my tavern.
Wait, did she?
She critical.
Fuck me.
I know, I'm not supposed to.
Oh no.
She went, you trying to play me?
Like, are you flexing up because you're all lightninged out right now? Just BAM!
I'll do my very best.
She put you in your goddamn place.
You see that they bristle a bit. They shoot you a very...
Also, I would like to note that
Yeah.
I'm still Ismark right now.
Oh, poor Ismark. That is excellent.
Where is Mark in a different room, or has he been watching this?
He's in
Is
the room
Mark's
with the
probably
kids.
still
He's with the
asleep.
kids.
Oh, that's right.
Serrano,
You're
can
gonna
you give
make
me a perception
Ismark's-
check, please?
Ismark's time, huh?
Can you give me a perception check, please?
Is it hearing or smell?
The sight.
Okay.
Also, Emma, please take an inspiration because you're just for Ismark.
I did not intend that, I just remembered.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no.
Good to know. Type. Serana, you peep and you look in the corner. So basically how this is set up, it's kind of like the stairs, let's say, are here, and there's rooms this way. So there was like Ghislaine's room, and there was Kiyora's room. Along this whatever axis.
Did you have a map?
I do, but it's all...
You could just drag me to it. I'm not gonna
I
have
to drag
issues.
everybody to it.
No, you can
unfortunately.
drag one at a time. You can drag the portraits down at the bottom to a specific map, and it drags out one player.
What?
What?
No.
Yeah, that's how you send people on super secret adventures.
No, I don't want you
I
there.
never knew this.
Okay, can you...
This is incredible.
This is phenomenal.
You can also whisper to specific players.
Oh, I know the whispering one.
Yeah.
But,
I
okay,
mean,
so maybe it's
in
a little
the-
bit different. So Serana, can you see that?
Yeah.
Okay. So you saw like Ghislaine's room was around like here-ish.
It's got the fog of war though, so you'd want to like reveal.
Okay. There's like the door's closed, but you can see the hallway, right? I think so. Let me pull it out.
I can see
Yeah.
the little doors. Just my token.
There's
is
a
over
door
it.
here. There's a door here, and there's a door at the end of the hall.
Got it.
You see someone like. You see the door has been like open. It didn't just open, but you just notice that someone is peeking out, and you see that like curly, thick black hair that Ismark has, and they're staring down the hallway towards you.
Awkward.
Oh. Hi, Ismark. I am also you.
Your long lost twin.
Hmm. Yannicka gives Ismark a very just suspicious, like this very ferocious look, kind of like a mother defending her children sort of thing, or like a mother hen defending her chickens. And she kind of shoulder checks you, but she like shoulder checks you, but then also turns around and goes back down the stairs. So it's very deliberate to hit you. And
Hit
she-
me?
No. Hit Kiara, aka Ismark.
I'm in the doorway.
She walked to you.
Just to shoulder check.
She walked to me,
Yeah,
got
to
close
shoulder
enough
check
to
you.
shoulder check me, and walked away. Okay,
That
got
bitch
it.
is she gonna
Interesting.
take? Is she gonna take 48 lightning?
No, that's not active on me, actually.
Yeah. And they leave.
I've basically been like standing guard at like Ismark's door.
Yeah, you've like you're at Ismark's door, and you like because you looked down, you saw that Ismark was like looking out towards this, most likely hearing what happened and saw what happened. And you hear like a bit of a creak, and you hear the whisper of Ismark as they say, what the fuck?
Can I come in?
Yeah, the children are sleeping, but the heavy sleep is. Come on. And they let you in. Kiara, you see the door down the hallway that Serena was stationed at.
Kiora
open.
went back in their room.
Yeah. All right. So you don't see anything.
I go, it was an attempt on Kiora's part to get Strahd to. I don't know.
That was Strahd.
Yes.
I heard something about Lady Strahd, and I woke up and.
Yeah. No, I'm staying in here tonight. I won't let anything happen to you or the children.
So you're So you can turn into a wolf.
Yes.
And apparently Kiora can turn into me. Is there anything else that I should know? That you all are hiding from me? Or am I just going to be in the dark?
Kiora's not really Kiora.
Kiora can turn into lots of things. That's just kind of the whole, I guess, what they are. I'm not quite sure. There's just, I guess, people that can do that. But I'm very interested in the sudden occurrence of your newfound stuff as well.
There's many things I don't know, including my own magics, lots about all of you. I'm assuming my sister knows about all of you because she seems to be all chummy with all of you and doesn't tell me anything.
No, the
You're real
thing,
chummy.
I didn't really let anybody know until very recently, as it's, people aren't very fond of wolves in this, wherever we are, and, I didn't think it would be good to sling that about. Also, so Strahd has visited you twice?
I don't remember much from the visits at all, but I guess.
Well, hopefully I can keep that from being a third time. So, I'll stay here tonight.
Thank you, Serena. Thank you. And Ismark looks very dejected. And they slink off and they say, You see that there's like a number of little beds in here. All the kids are kind of doubled up and they're sleeping with each other. And you see that like Jimothy's on the bed with Benifer, and the two of them. You hear like the soft cooing as the chicken sleeps. Just the as the chicken snoozes. There's one other bed that's there, and as Mark says, I'll sleep on the floor. You can take the bed.
No.
It's fine. No, it's okay. It's fine.
Oh, honestly, it's better if you take the bed.
All right. And they go over and crawl into bed.
I'm gonna lock the door. And there's a window probably, right?
There is.
Does it like open in or out? How does
You
it
see
open?
that like you play with it a little bit, but as you like look at it, you notice that there's like the crossbars and the big slats that are there, so you can't open it at all.
So
It seems to be protected.
I put the even though the door is locked, I put my crook against it. And then I'll go wolf and curl up on the end of the bed on his feet. So if he moves, I would wake up.
Yeah. You curl up on the end of the bed and you kind of hear these very soft sobs coming from him as you curl up.
Oh God, Marshall is now inside of me or something. Hold on.
No,
I
Marshall's
take the
like-
Marshall out first. I
Yeah,
take
you-
Marshall before I polymorph. That's terrifying.
It's just like, help me. It's like, what, malignant?
Yeah, like a weird
With
malignant
Marshall.
growth. Yeah. It's just this rat-shaped lump on the side of this wolf that farts.
It's him like pushing on the skin, going, "Excuse me."
Ew, that's gross.
The scene pans back over to Alfie, Ghislaine, and Irina, and you're kind of heard the exchange of what's going on outside. You're kind of hugging Irina tightly between the both of you, and after a few moments, when everything kind of settles down, they seem to calm down and kind of fix themselves up and says, I'm sorry, I feel so helpless. I can't do anything for him, you know?
I know how that feels, especially right now.
You and your lass.
But if we work together, we can keep them safe.
I might go to the church tomorrow, see if they can help out. Then maybe to go talk to the Baron. Oh, it doesn't seem to be a bit of a strange sort based on the decorations everywhere.
Yeah, it's a little weird. It seems like every day there's some sort of something going on.
Seems very celebratory.
I wonder why. Didn't Rectavia say something about make people happy?
Yeah.
It's a bit impossible here. Oh well.
Well, I think it's important, especially here, to keep people's spirits up.
It's very true. It's hard sometimes, but I mean, being with the group of you, and especially you two, has been quite a treat. It's real nice.
Thank you. I have a proposition actually. That we secure Fern's safety and your brother's safety, and you, me, Alfie, and Fern go off and start a farm somewhere when we get out of here.
I love a good cottagecore.
Yeah,
It's nice.
cottagecore lesbians.
No, that might be nice. And honestly, I love Ismark with all my heart, but Especially lately, I feel like we've really drifted apart. Maybe after this, he'd be better with some time on his own. I don't know.
And you could
What's he
do good
say?
with that too. I mean, you need to be your own person as well. As soon as you guys get safe, I think you need to detach a bit. I mean, love your brother, but you guys got to grow too.
That's true.
Valid point. You know, back in my village, they used to call me Irina the Lesser because I never live up to my dad's standards. You know, I tried very hard to be a good daughter, to try and be a good fighter, to impress him, but it was always Ismark. I mean, Ismark's a top dad. That's not nice to say. That's not nice to say. I'm
But
just upset.
he's still your brother, and honestly, that kind of thing pitting you two against each other wasn't fair. And making you stay in your father's shadow wasn't fair. You
I mean,
both
and
deserve better.
it's honestly not surprising they would call you the lesser, given the whole village is kind of a bunch of dicks right now.
Yeah, I mean, they have some issues to work out.
They've always been very tiny penises there. It's very
You
sad.
deserve a lot better than that shitty village.
I mean,
This-
I'm sure it would help if they weren't like, you know, picked on every night by wolves, but we'll fix that.
We'll fix that. Aye. And they chuckle lightly. And they bring you in and give each of you a very sweet kiss before saying, I'm awake now, so round two?
Alfie about to fucking dive.
And that scene fades to black. And this is just a fucking sleep time episode. Hello.
We're gonna get a long rest finally.
Do we finally long
Finally.
rest?
Not
It's been
yet.
like 5 episodes.
Oh, I want my spell slots back.
One more. One more.
Welcome to Curse of Strahd, where it's basically an all-nighter all the time.
So, Kiora, Sin, as you're going back into your room, you kind of turn off the light, lay down on your pillow, and thank you, Eric, by the way. You start to hear this kind of creaking noise. This kind of cricking, snapping. It almost sounds like the snapping and unfolding of bones in the darkness. Just as you look over, there's a little bit, tiny bit of lantern light from outside filtering in. You can barely make out a shadow slowly starting to grow from where you put your things in the corner.
It's like at the window.
It's by where you put all your stuff.
Oh, so it's in the room.
It's in your room.
I stand up.
You stand up. You continue to hear that kind of snapping. And you see this outline of a very skinny, very lithe, long-armed figure. You see that you see the shadow of the hands pull up, kind of pull down over where its head is. You hear,
Hello, Sin. Nice to see you again.
So this is Strahd in that one version, right?
this doesn't sound like Strahd. This The voice is something else. You don't quite remember, but it's ancient to you. It's old. You've heard this a long time ago.
Again? Oh, they say again.
Yes. Again.
And you hear the snapping of bones as you can kind of see. It almost seems to like in the shadows as your eyes slowly adjust. You can see the outline of a figure, and as it walks, it almost looks like it's walking backwards towards you. But it's like hands and arms are kind of snapping. As it jitters towards you.
I use my card.
You cast this magic and your skin starts to crackle with electricity. And you see the figure, there's like a little bit of light that illuminates off of the crackling energy that's around you. And you see before you, very tall, all of its limbs look like to be almost like dripping black down onto the floor. Almost like it's kind of melding and melting in as it's standing. And you see over its head is that bag with the smiley face in it. Over its head. So it slowly jitters.
What do you want?
Huh? I already have what I want from you. But your friends, your friends look very fun.
As it moves, you can see it like wincing and very unnatural movements.
No, you don't.
No?
You don't need anything from them.
Oh, I think I do, Sin. I think I need something.
I turn back into Sin.
Oh, you've gotten so old. I remember when you were so small, so scared.
What do you want to leave them alone?
Well, as per usual, what I come for.
But
A soul.
a soul?
Yes.
I've done this for you before.
Oh, I took it. But now, I want another to play with. Your soul is so lonely, so scared. Maybe a friend will help it. There are other friends. They're not so nice.
So you need a soul. It doesn't matter who or what.
Not an animal. They're not fun. Give me fun.
Do
Fun.
I just kill them, or how do I deliver a soul to you?
Lead me to them. Leave me with them. Or I can choose.
No, how long do I have?
Roll me a d4, please.
Two.
You hear the snapping of fingers as, like, they seem to, like, snap up their fingers and elongate them.
2 days. Else, that soul of yours that you crave so much. I've been looking for something delectable to eat.
Okay. How do I call you?
Oh no. Oh no. Bring the bag. Put the bag on the head.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay,
Okay.
just don't touch the others. Don't touch my soul.
Time will tell. Time will tell.
And you see it back up, that like snapping as it seems to like turn its head. You can hear like the snapping of its neck as it turns its head around, and its limbs seem to like pop out of their sockets. You can hear it crunching as they pop it back in. They say,
You have a good night, Sin.
and they start, you kind of hear that like the cracking again, and the snapping of bone as their form seems to shrink down to the floor until there is just a bag.
I think Sin runs over quickly, grabs the bag, and stuffs it in their bag.
The bag in the bag. For now, you're safe.
They breathe heavily, waiting for a couple minutes, making sure nothing else is going to happen. Making sure nobody comes and walks in the door.
Unfortunately, you do hear someone come from the next door.
Huh?
But you are alone in this room.
Think eventually Sin will go back to their bed and try to sleep.
You get into bed and lie down, but you keep feeling like you have these eyes watching you at night. But you finally, with all the anxiety that's bundled up, finally releases and you're able to fall asleep. All of you get a long rest, restore your spells, and
Yay.
awaken in the morning.
Woo!
Yay!
We didn't get too long of a rest.
Y'all don't get any spells back, man.
Then
Don't
it's
get
fine.
spells. I have fist. Wait a minute.
With
Cast fist.
I
Whoa.
cast fist.
Whoa. Hey,
It's
TOS.
like it's been a
It's
while.
that I also got fist.
But you all wake up in the morning, refreshed, stressed. For some of you, feel good.
I'm just a dog snoring loudly.
You feel Serana like hands very gently like pet you awake as you see like all the children around you very gently petting you.
Get those wolf, like big wolf, like the tail, like I can't control it. Will do like the wag where it like hits shit. It's just like a tuk tuk tuk.
Like
Ah! Tail, it hurts. Assault.
That's a big word.
You'd be surprised. Unfortunately.
I'll unwolf. Check on Ismark. I'm sorry if your feet fell asleep.
he says, it's fine. It was very warm. Thank you.
I checked to make sure that like the staff hasn't fallen over.
No,
Okay.
still seems to be in place.
Well, it's the morning and there's children, so that's always like a thing.
And they all like clatter downstairs very loudly. All of you hear like the thumping of children's feet and just going down the hallway.
I heard them to the food area.
Oh. Yeah,
We
you,
all
you
heard.
shepherd them down to the food area, and there's like some nice breakfast. It's all complimentary with your rooms. Of course, downstairs you don't see the two gents playing cards together. They are currently not there, and you see that the two twins were there also. Not there currently. But Octavio is.
Damn.
He just lives here.
Mhm.
Does he just was he staying here? Did he stay in his
I think he said that he's staying here. He's
wasn't
been
listening.
here for a number of months. And you see, instead of it being Danica, who's down there, you see another individual. You see gentleman with salt and pepper hair. It's got like that like deep like white streak in it. He's got this big, very well manicured and cared for beard. It's got like a white strip both down the center and kind of down the sides, very stylized. And big burly gentleman, and he's wearing fairly fine clothes, very much like Danica, very similar color scheme. And he's cleaning glasses at the bar, and he says, good morning. It's good to see you. Breakfast?
The kids probably are just screaming, breakfast!
Breakfast.
Jimothy says, breakfast!
Breakfast time.
And like clapping his little hands together. And the chicken is still on his lap. Like pecking at the table.
Never-endingly prestidigitating chicken shit off of everything.
Legit, just pooping constantly, pooping forever, back and forth. It's awful.
Oh, no.
But Alfie, Ghislaine, you wake up, you hear the pitter-pattering of children's feet from outside your room as they head downstairs, and Irina is up already putting on clothes, and she looks at the both of you and said, well, that was a bit tired, but it's a good night.
I feel very motivated to continue the mission. But now it's time for some food.
Aye, let's get some food. That's before mission, of course. Food's important, and they put on the rest of their clothes. You all get dressed up and head downstairs. Sin. Sorry, go ahead, Alfie.
So difficult to get up, but okay.
Alfie's also psyched as fuck to see that old elf there again.
Yeah.
She's like, oh my god, I'm sorry I had to leave last night, but let's talk. She just loves to listen to him.
Sin, you awaken in your bed. All is quiet.
I think they'll get up, turn back into Kiora, and we'll go downstairs. Seeing Serana, I think she'll sit next to her. Hey, I know this is a bit of a weird question out of the blue. Do you happen to still have that pie that those women made? Because if I remember correctly, you took one. Or somebody took one.
I took some drug pies. Yeah, I think so. I don't know if I wrote it down.
I think Serana and
one.
Alfie, I think both of you took one.
Yeah, I took one because I wanted to like maybe use it to bargain with if it's so addictive or something.
Yeah.
The crack pie.
Crack pie.
Crack pie.
Crack pie.
Do you mind if I take it to study?
I mean, okay. I already did like my magical shit on it, right?
You use detect magic, so
Yeah,
there
I
is
was
magic on it.
doing-
But
Oh, there
If
is
you had
magic on it?
yeah, there's magic on it.
Oh, okay.
You could have done that. That's easy. There is magic on this pie. You don't know. It's like some sort of enchantment magic, but you don't know what it does. Because that's an identify spell.
Yeah. I was confusing that with the youth bottle that you have or something.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
that's I've got that.
Which is also magic, unlike mommy's milk.
Yeah, sure. I'll pass the pie over.
Thanks.
It's like kind of squishy. It's been a few days. It's still like
It hasn't been
okay.
a few days.
Oh, it's been like
It
one day.
hasn't. We finally got a long rest. It's been like maybe 5 hours.
I know, it's been crazy. It's been a long few days.
It has. Thank
I'm
you.
gonna put
Um,
magic crack pie in here.
I've got it in my inventory now.
Yeah. With sin.
You see Ismark comes down. They seem to avoid most people's gaze, but they take a seat at the bar. They don't sit with you all. Irina seems a bit confused. It's like, I'm gonna go talk to him. Give me a moment. And she'll get up, goes over to Ismark and sits down beside him. The two of them seem to start talking. And you're served your breakfast. It's all laid out in front of you. It's like beans and toast.
No omelets?
Nice. No omelets.
I got eggs.
If you give them the eggs, yeah. So
I
Bennifer
want an
poops
omelet
out
then.
2 eggs.
I will
before
take an
you-
omelet.
They'll make an omelet. You learn
And
that the
then
bartender's
I-
name is
I-
Erwin.
I slice up some jalapeno.
Uh-huh.
Southwest omelet.
Get a little
So-
wolf meat in there.
That sounds so
No.
good right now, though.
Mhm. Right. So you slice up some lovely magical jalapeno into your dish. It's very spicy. As you do so, of course, Jimothy is happy to offer his little jalapeno for you to use. And as you're kind of sitting there, you see Rictavio come over and like sit down beside the group of you and say,
Oh, you're up now. It's about time.
Time for what?
The morning, of course.
Did you take
The
your morning
morning's the
pee?
best time of. I did.
I prestidigitate him.
Oh, I am quite clean now. I didn't have a shower, so that makes up for it.
And now you don't need one.
Perfect.
In fact, I'm showering everybody with my man.
Yeah, you just
Kids-
start,
Thank you.
It's after breakfast.
That's why
it's
we've
like,
smelled okay this entire time.
Yeah, no, Alfie got you
Timothy's
guys covered
face.
before.
Jimothy's face is entirely covered in beans. He's
No, it's just beans.
just beans.
He's our beanie baby.
Aww.
Beanie baby Jimothy. Someone make it. I'll buy it.
Yes.
But made of
You-
beans.
Yep. like that Furby that's entirely beans. So you clean up Jimothy. Beans. It's Jimothy, everybody. Wow, Jimothy.
These are big beans.
Those are
real
big,
big beans.
fucking beans. So let's see. Rictavio says,
I don't know if you saw, but there's this very large individual. I think their name's Bluto, or something along those lines. Fisherman goes in and out and that sort of thing. Occasionally grabs a drink here. He grabbed a drink this morning and said something about today's the day for fishing. I don't know. He's a big bumbling buffoon, but he was carrying this strange package. I've seen him carry packages like this before. But this one was like wriggling. I hadn't had my coffee yet, so I didn't want to chase him, but
Like a
Was
big
it
fish?
person sized?
I think it was human person size, maybe. Like a big wriggly carpet.
Okay.
That's kind of weird.
That's
Where
promising.
would someone fish around here?
Oh, the north.
The deep dark water.
How would you describe the water there?
It's very bright.
Deep and dark.
It's not a lot of. I wonder. Can I move all of? If I move all of you, can you see that? B.
No, you have to merge
move-
me with the other people first, and then
Oh,
drag
no.
this as a single.
No. Okay, I merged. Okay, you should see this now. Back to the map.
Yay! Now I am
Um,
merged.
And your little pin. Boop, you are here. So you. He points kind of northways and says,
Lake Zarovic. Up there. It's a large body of water.
Okay. And he's there, or he came back from there?
I think he's going there. Maybe he's drowning someone.
and he like starts to drink his coffee.
So wait, so he came back with a wriggly thing, like he caught something, or he's bringing? a
No,
wriggly
no,
thing?
no, he's bringing a wriggly thing to go fishing.
I think we need to catch up with that person.
Yeah, we
Oh.
should probably.
I think we
that
need to go
sounds-
catch that person.
That sounds bad.
I thought he had caught something, and I was like, did he catch a mermaid or something?
I think that's the town mafia.
Well,
Yeah.
Oh, maybe.
I don't think we had anything else to do today, so why not?
Let's go save someone from sleeping with the fishes.
Have a wonderful time.
And they continue to.
Are you not going to come
slip on-
adventure with us? It'll be a marvelous story.
Did you want me to?
Oh, fuck yeah.
Yeah.
And they
Yeah.
stand up with a flourish.
Oh,
You see the coffee like go flying out of their hand, and it like goes across the room and goes on the opposite wall. And Erwin's like,
Look, I understand
I
that you're
cleaned it up.
excited, but please.
I cleaned it up
you.
with
Thank
magic.
you. You're wonderful. Thank you.
3 kids now. 3 kids and a rat and a chicken.
It's a lot.
An amazing
constant.
man.
It's
Ismark
constant.
kind of leans back. You see that Irene has kind of been rubbing circles on their back in comfort. And Ismark kind of leans back and says, Irene and I are going to stay here. We'll take care of the kids.
Okay,
That's fair.
that sounds fine.
Octavia says,
Let's go adventure. It's been so long. Oh my goodness.
I say, Jimothy, I'm going on an adventure
Alec,
where I might need the power of the jalapeno.
Can
Can
I come on an adventure?
Oh, I don't know. I was just gonna ask for a bite of the jalapeno before I left. I don't know if you should.
Oh,
I mean, don't you want to play with your new friends?
but I'm an adventurer. I want to go on an adventure.
And they look
how
up
could
to
I
you with
say
these-
the big beanie eyes? There's just more beans.
There's this big globes of like green that you see, and it's looking up at you. His hat is off and now in his hands, very Puss in Boots, just looking up to you, like, please.
I just look at the party and I'm just like,
Should be fine.
I don't think we're
You're-
gonna be doing anything too extraneous, but if there should be some dire need where you need to make sure that you get this jalapeno back to Irina.
Okay, I can do that. I'm super.
And before we go, before we split away from the 2 siblings, Alfie's gonna just give Irina's hand a little squeeze.
And you give Irina's hand a little squeeze, and Irina says, "That's not enough," and pulls you in very roughly for a kiss, like pulls you up, and gives you a very hard smooch. And Ismark's like, when did this happen? And Irina puts you down, kind of like
I
taps your
prestidigitate
cheeks.
rose petals over them
Oh,
when it happens.
And Rictavia's like, good show.
Oh,
Adjusts his little spectacles. And Ismark seems very confused, and Irina's like, I'll explain it, it's fine. I'm surprised you didn't hear it. And Ismark looks at you, Kiora, and says, I heard other things last night. Come on, kids. Let's hang out upstairs. And they say, yay, upstairs. And they herd the kids after breakfast upstairs. And the 5 of you can head out.
Chaos.
Chaos?
Nisa, pick someone to give chaos to.
Oh my god. Nisa, thank you for chaos.
so much chaos is going on.
All the chaos.
We've had 2 chaos, right? Yes.
We've just had 1.
This will be the second one. Yes.
It was
so
a sub
choose.
earlier.
Yeah.
Oh, was the mask thing from my chaos roll?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
B gets chaos.
B gets
Ooh,
chaos.
B. Please roll me a D50.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna add more to these.
As long as I don't accidentally flex on Strahd again, it's fine.
But you survived the first time, you'll be fine.
That was like the second time, honestly.
That was the second
It's true,
time.
it's true.
It's always you
Third
two that get
time.
Strahd.
Third time we fuck. That's just what
It's gonna happen. There's angry. Roll me a D50.
3 strikes,
I'm
you're out,
kidding.
baby.
Okay, I'm sorry. I just saw it. I'm sorry. 38.
You turn into a plant.
Did you take Jimothy with you?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh no.
I don't like this line of
I also
questioning.
have Marshall, and I took the chicken.
You did take the chicken. So
It's a
as
family
you're-
field trip.
Look, we're dumping the other NPCs. Look, we dumped 4 NPCs, brought 1. We're less people now.
Timothy, you're a very capable adventurer, but he's very small.
As you
He
say
has
that,
a-
y'all were kind of like distracted with like the rose petals, everything going on. There was this and that and the other thing. And Ghislaine, you're like, Timothy, and you look down. You look around. You don't see Jimothy.
Stop
You
it.
see the backswing of the door.
Excuse me?
Where
We
is
go
he
rushing
going?
I would
after
like to
him.
speak to your manager.
You rush outside, Ghislaine. You look around and you don't see Jimothy.
No, wait a
Can I
minute.
do like a sniff check?
You can't do this, Matihi.
Thank you, Nisa.
Nisa, how dare
a
you?
little
Can I
sniff
roll-
check?
Yeah, can I roll a survival to like track him by this delicious jalapeno?
Sure, go ahead. Roll me a survival. And you can roll me a smell perception there, Ghislaine?
Yeah.
Roll me a smell perception. You get a whiff of spice.
What
It's
direction?
going
Jalapeno?
north.
North.
I'm like, I was gonna give him a real weapon.
We're running north. We're
Mhm.
catching up to that boy.
Oh no, I don't have time to. Can I ask anyone around here if they have? I'm gonna be like, hey, to the elf guy. Just be like, do you have long swords, or do you know where I can get some long swords real quick?
You could borrow Irina's.
Oh, okay. I will ask.
Mm.
So you need a sword. We know.
Irina's like, of course, and tosses you her. Do you want her long sword or short sword?
Both.
Be like, I'm sure I got a crossbow, and like throws you both her weapons.
So it's a long sword and short sword.
Yeah, both.
Okay. I will return these. I promise.
I expect that.
Or I will buy you new ones.
All right, so you head out, Serrano. You can see the little tracks. You don't know how Jimothy's fast when he wants to be, like tabaxi fast.
zoom in.
To
Those
backseat
little
speed.
backseat, those little backseat feet.
He must have got some skooma.
Is this
You
episode
see-
gonna end with us chasing Baxi feet in the ground?
Oh my god.
Not yet. Just almost. We're almost there. Trust me. So you see the little like baby backsy feet, going forward. You can kind of pick them up. You can smell his little beans, as his little bean face as you're like tracking him along. He's going north, and you realize that like Rictavio told you to go north. He wants to be an adventurer.
God damn it, Jimothy. How do you know which way north is?
Our little hero.
That
You continue to follow the trail.
Where's my compass?
Heading up north. Let me see how many minutes.
Oh my god, does Jimothy have a little Boy Scout compass?
Does he have a little Boy Scout sash?
Oh.
Oh, it takes you about 5 minutes to get there as you're like trailing Jimothy, running. You think
Like
that
to
you
the
see him a
north
few
of the
times.
city?
Yeah, up towards the lake.
As soon as we pass the city, and like there's not people anymore, is he still hauling ass? Hauling that backsy ass? I go.
Hauling backs the ass.
I think I get bonus species.
You
If I
do.
get extra pizzas.
So many extra pizzas. So you wolf out
I
quickly.
tell Marshall, hold on, and toss him up in the air, and then
Ride me. And he goes, "Ah!" You toss him up, you shift into a wolf. You see like all of Serana's skin just like come off into like this large pile onto the ground as it quickly wolfs out.
no.
You see
It disappears.
Marshall
It goes away.
land.
It's magic.
It mills. So you see Marshall land back onto like Serana's right, like kind of in the neck, and grabs onto your fur and like rides you like a horse as you just like sprint, and he's going "Ah!" as you're running. You get there before everyone, Serana, of course, since you're straight up booking it. Give me one moment. I gotta make sure that y'all have sight. And Rictavio was like, "Oh no, it's not, I'll be a few minutes behind." Like they're trying to haul ass. Serana, you get there first. And as you do, you see.
I feel like I need to note I did not do that. Like I got out in front. Rictavia did not see that. Should I
Roll
have
for
to
it later for deception? Yeah, roll me a deception. Actually, roll me a stealth check, please.
wait?
No, me stealth. Holy shit!
Wait, do I want to do stealth or do I want to be flamboyant? Hold on.
Just do it up.
No, I just go magical polymorph spell, balinga, 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 and then I just turn into a wolf. It's not a spell, but that's there. What?
All right, give me a deception check.
Definitely, that's what happens when just a regular person polymorphs into a wolf.
100%. 10. You hear like the rest of you kind of hear Octavia go, curious, like to start coughing from running too much. And you book it up. You're the first one to get there. Everyone's pretty close on your heels. But what you see, what you are led to, is a lake. You see kind of the bright blues of Lake Zarovik. You see like the tide slowly pulling in. And out on a boat.
No
kind of
fucking
in the
way.
Middle of this is a fairly large individual. And they seem to be kind of fishing very absent-mindedly. You see them toss a little container of something into the water. And then you see them slowly start to kind of adjust themselves. And they stoop down and they pick up a large, slightly wriggling mass that looks to be wrapped in canvas. But the one thing that definitely catches your eye, out in the middle of the water, on a boat, paddling with his little paws. He's not very far from shore. To
This
be perfectly
motherfucker.
fair, is
No fucking way.
Timothy in a boat, just
I'm
Did
coming
he
to save you.
Did he steal Boots of Haste? What happened?
He's real fast. You see him paddling out there. I would like you all to make me perception checks, because the rest of you are like way behind. You're still going through the trees trying to get up here. But everyone but Serana, make me perception at disadvantage. Serana, you can just make me a perception check, please.
Oh, actually, can I use my... Did I get advantage?
You did. Yes, you got it from Geek Dice. So
I
feel
will...
free.
Yes, there we go. It's regular. There we go.
All right. So just regular, fortunately a 10, which is butts. So
Oh, it's 10 both times too.
Serana, roll me a perception as well, please.
Okay.
Right now, I think that only Kiora will see this. 7, damn, 12. Kiora, you're the one to see it. You're far behind, but you see a little, like, glint in the water. You see something. The light catch. Something that's swimming around.
Glass shark,
starting
glass shark.
circle.
Oh my
The
god.
fisherman.
Oh, finally.
Glass
And
shark
with
love the
that,
fat kid. That's one thing about glass shark. You
we
gotta
end the
know.
session. Thank you everyone for watching, and next time we will be fighting Glass Shark!
Glass shark!
Glass Shark! In the deep dark water!
Oh my
dark
god.
water for tuning in
Oh,
to
I feel like
goodness.
this is the
Strahd.
I feel like this is the final fight of the
Yeah,
campaign
this
with
is
how
the real-
much we've
this
been
is
looking
real-
forward
This
to
is
it.
the real
big bad guy.
BBEG.
Yeah.
Glass Shark,
We have to
Glass
save
Shark.
Timothy.
You gotta save Timothy.
All right. Well, thank you everybody so much for hanging out with us and watching the session. We will be back next week most likely. But until then, we have a game on Sunday. That's going to be session 1 of a new Ravenloft campaign that I'm going to be running, and I have some incredible people playing with me, a few that you know and a lot that you don't know potentially, but it's going to be a really great time. So come back here at 8 EST on Sunday for that. And other than that, you can find me on Twitter where I shitpost at Emma Panada. B, where can the audience find you?
Oh, and your favorite part?
Oh, my favorite part? Glass Shark, obviously.
Glass Shark. I think it's just gonna be Glass Shark. B.
You can find me at Bikake on Instagram and Twitch. I'm a fantasy art streamer every Wednesday through Friday at 1:30 Central. My favorite part of the game was accidentally trying to flex on and turn undead Strahd.
Yeah, yeah.
So good. I love
True,
that.
true. And Stacy.
My name is Stacy. I am Couple of Chums Cosplay on Instagram. This is Tui. He is also Couple of Chums Cosplay on Instagram. My favorite part was finally getting a little piece of Irina. Very, very excited to see what that prospect is, and I want to move into a cottage with her, or let her be my roadie. So.
Hell yeah. Love it. And Monster.
Hello, I'm Monster X8 on all the things. I'm very tired. I think my favorite part was just aside from the whole thing of also getting to bang Irina, was just standing back and watching the whole Alfie Irina thing go happening there, blossoming, and it's heartwarming.
I did the talking for us, baby.
She is a cunning linguist.
Oh my.
Last
Roll
but
for
not
performance.
least, our incredible GM, Matihi.
Oh, it's me. Hi, I'm Mati.
You can find me on Twitter and Instagram at Maddie Matihi. You can find me very rarely on Twitch at Matihi. I'm in a lot of different chats, mostly B's and Stella's, and usually Emma's pretty much always Emma's when Emma's streaming a game that I'm not in. You can find me here on Tuesdays, being Lady Strahd and throwing glass sharks at all these people. I'm also here on Fridays playing Condo, not the livable kind, but you can. Never mind. You can go inside of. There we go. Condo in our Avatar game on every other Friday. You can also find me on Zella Luna's channel. You can find me there tomorrow playing Rikaria, who is a tiefling druid who has a tiny sneck who fell off my couch named Sir Lancelot. And they're absolutely adorable and wonderful. But yeah, I think my favorite part was the realization that you were talking to the other
Bag boy
tavern owner.
Oh, the other
Bag
tavern
Boy
owner.
was fun.
Yeah.
Bag Boy was fun. I'm glad I could bring up Bag Boy finally. But it was the talking to the innkeeper and as is Mark and basically her calling you on your shit and saying, ooh, you're with Strahd, but as is Mark. So that's not gonna be bad at all for Ismark. Not at all. That was my favorite part.
Whoopsie.
Oops. I guess there was another city we were gonna check out anyway, so
I
hey.
did it again. Love it.
Gonna get run out of town, maybe.
Yep. Maybe, who knows?
He didn't belong there anyway.
Place
All
sucks.
right. Well, everybody,
Like
we're
sucks.
going to raid my friend Runaway Robot underscore because
Wish
the
him
underscore
happy
is
birthday.
important. Be
'Cause
sure
it's
to wish him a
his
happy birthday.
birthday.
Happy
It's his
birthday, raid.
birthday.
A happy birthday
Um,
raid.
Always.
And
happens.
yeah, we will see you all next time. Thank you so much for hanging out. Bye.
Good
Bye.
Oh boy.